We'll do it live. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
Hey, honey, so that boyfriend of yours, he's gone. And when I say gone, I mean deported. I made one phone call to ICE, beautiful people, best agents, and 30 minutes later they had him in the van crying like a little baby. Turns out that so-called student visa of his expired in 2019 and he never left. How sad. But please understand I did it for you, princess. That kid was a walking red flag factory. He couldn't even speak a lick of English. Come on now. Next thing you know, he's got you eating tacos for breakfast and naming your kids Ricardo and Jose. Not in my bloodline, sweetheart, you're a catch. You deserve a guy who owns a truck, not a guy who gets picked up by one. You deserve a man who pays taxes, not one who disappears the second someone asks for a social security number. So yeah, I snitched. I reported him. Don't be mad. Be proud. Your dad just saved you from a lifetime of translating for him at the DMV and explaining to your kids why Santa says Feliz Navidad. Now go touch some grass, eat a cheeseburger with real American cheese, and find yourself a nice boy named Hunter or Braden who says, yes, ma'am, and owns at least one pair of boots that aren't from Payless Love You More Than Anything. You're welcome.
Ice Vein. Ice Vein. Born in a prison, you get dubbed insane. Born in a prison, you can feel like drain. I'm Ice Vein. Dubbed insane. Protect your neck, no disrespect. I'll deport your ass and I'll collect the check. I'm analyzing everything that you do. Yeah, I broke the Batman, then I'll report his ass too. Coming straight out of the clan of Wu. I kill so many men, but I respect a few. I ain't robbing no Robin on no street corner or no alleyway. Respect a few. I'm a spectacle with a license to perform violence with an intent to use. I'm a problem in Harlem, just like I'm a problem in Gotham too. I got testicles. Killer Croc wanna break my arm? I bet you do. You think you know about darkness? I was born in it. You think I'm dropping the charges? Go on, get gone. Tell Gordon and the warden to get some. Protect your neck, Holmes. I'll roll up to your spot clad in denim. You know I'm spitting straight venom. I'm Ice Vein. Ice Vein. Ice Vein. I'm Ice Vein, about to get dubbed insane. Insane. Wu-Tang. Straight up Gotham, what? You feel me? Gotham
Park
City, can
Road,
you feel me? Motherfuckers feel me? Park Road, can you feel me, motherfucker? Santa Prisca, motherfucker, till I die. Ice Vein.
Row, can you feel me, motherfucker? I'm Ice Spade. God, I love that shit so much. Shout out to Sammy 3P. I'm actually walking through Walmart just fucking jamming out to that in my head constantly. I love it. Sammy, you got the link. If you're up and around, feel free to pop in. Welcome to Ironcast. I'm Iron Oxide. I'm the host of this show, so thanks for watching. We're about to talk about some politics and make fun of some of the stuff going on. And let's get right on into it. We'll go around the horn. Drunken Emerald Arrow, fresh off the heels of your news show. How are you doing this evening, Mr. Producer?
Doing well. I'm ready for the weekend. We're getting closer.
Same.
And it's been a very interesting week all the same. So
right. Everybody's working for the weekend.
Yes.
That's happening soon. All right. Special guest Vagabond with a panda hat.
Yes, that I got from AWA. So Anime Week in Atlanta.
Right.
It was a con.
Okay.
How was that?
Is it related to an anime show or just a random panda hat?
Well, it was their 30th anniversary, so if you see there's a little button on here, right here, that was to celebrate their 30th year having a con.
I just thought you were doing your best impression of Robert Downey Jr. Playing the role.
Well, also has the little pockets.
Oh, for God's sake.
But I did buy 2 of them. I gave one to someone else, and then that lives in another continent. But other than that, but yeah, I got a bunch of different hats. I also got 2 Digimon hats, Gabumon and Patamon, for all those who watch Digimon.
It's precious. All right, co-host Theo Snodgrass, what's going on, man? Good to have you back.
Dude, I am so happy to be here. I can't wait to get the show started. There's been so much going on this week.
I know, man. And this is what's, and for everybody that is tuning in and knows that the show is still going on, I'd like to apologize for not doing a show on Tuesday. The wife has COVID and apparently I do too, but it only hits me in small waves. So I just got sick enough to pass out after work and could not be bothered to be woken up for anything, including doing the show on Tuesday, unfortunately. But hey, we're not at any shortage for content considering the week that's been going on. So woo, we'll get right into it. Oh gosh, where should we even begin? We want to talk about Minnesota first. Okay, I guess we're agreed. We want to talk about Minnesota first.
We'll take your lead. I mean, you lead us, Mr. Host, in what direction we're going to go, and we will follow.
All right. So I don't think I've had a chance to talk about this since the last Ironcast that we had. There was the the storm protest led by journalist Don Lemon into a Minnesota church. This church was under the suspicion of being ICE supportive in nature. So the protesters decided to storm the church, go and scream at people, terrorize children. Just when was that a good? When was that an okay thing to do? When did I never caught where that changed and that was considered okay?
Well, PETA and stuff has been doing it for a while because they're retarded, and like
yes.
it's not going to bring anyone to your cause, even if you were justified or unless you think you're justified. You're just annoying people's days and their places of work, or people also trying to go day by day that probably didn't have an opinion at first, but now you just dissociated them from your whatever cause you even had in the first place.
Right. And see, I feel like this has been a line that's been gradually getting closer to being crossed. They started with going into public places like grocery stores, Targets, malls, doing all of their bullshit, to standing in the middle of traffic and literally preventing people's free travel, to now that going into places of worship and disrupting, kind of something, even to an atheist, that feels like they're treading on sacred ground. Theo's Catholic. Let's let him chime in.
Yeah, I would. So from what I was seeing, people saying some people thought it was such bad optics, then it must have been a psyop to get people to support martial law. That's how bad it was. So, like,
No.
as far as
And
just as a piece of activism, you got to wonder if it accomplished what their goal was. Like, it's so bad that people are speculating that it might be like a pro right-wing authoritarian psyop or something.
mhm.
That's crazy. And
Yeah, unfortunately not. They are just that retarded. And
isn't that sad?
I am the king of identifying psyops.
Yeah,
I pride myself on
I
that.
believe it. Because, well, if you look at it, it's the most normie church in the world. Like, if that had been a Mormon church, it wouldn't have hit the same. If that had been a Catholic church, whatever, it wouldn't have hit the same.
Yeah.
You know, but it was like a normie Protestant church. There's like, with like, just like, I would say probably 80% of churches in America look more or less like that, you know, change the color, change the orientation of the chairs, change the size of the building. But like, that's how they're set up. I think a lot of Joe Blow Americans are able to see themselves in that congregation, and they can imagine, oh, how upset would I be if somebody stormed into my church and started making a fuss for no reason.
Mhm. Now, Emerald, you were about to chime in. What were you going to say, bud?
Well, I mean, you kind of were asking, it's like, well, how did it come to this kind of thing? It's just, it's the lack of repercussions that are happening there in Minnesota specifically.
Yeah.
To leftists, but it's happening. It's happening. It's going to happen in like New York, Portland, and stuff like that. It's just the fact that the local law enforcement won't do anything about it, and in fact are kind of encouraging it through their local governments. So because they can't. I mean, we'll probably talk about it. The fact that a lot of them already have been charged. Finally, ring the bells. Pam Bondi's finally fucking done something. The fact of the matter is that because they have to now go federally on it because local won't do anything about it. And so these protesters are now emboldened to then escalate to the next level. Now it's her houses of worship, but then it's going to escalate again because there hasn't been any repercussions. Maybe now that there's been federal repercussions a little bit, well, now they've just been arrested, but unless they're actually charged and brought to trial of some kind,
Right.
it still doesn't matter.
I want to get into that too, because everybody's celebrating these like, yay, the real FAFO motherfucker. Yeah. I'm not celebrating.
No,
it's not enough. It's not enough. This is, oh my God, the lady that's supposed to be arresting everyone arrested the three most obvious people that are just complete fucking nobodies to begin with. And are they going to make the charges stick? Are they going to do anything after that? Now, I brought up this image. This is old Soviet propaganda, basically dismantling church and family and replacing it with the state. Thought it was appropriate.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing too, these commies don't believe in property rights, so of course they broke into the church, right? Because to them everything is just public. Oh, it's okay to go to people's houses, businesses, and all that type of stuff, and disrupt as much as you can, and then go, oh well, isn't this also free speech? No, it's not. And then honestly,
churches are not public property. They are they're private property. You can come in, but if you're asked to leave, your ass is trespassed. You're committing a crime.
Yeah.
And by in there disrupting the actual service, you're committing a crime.
I think it would be too like.
Hold on, you guys. My dog's doing something crazy.
Oh, shoot.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's like I'm trying to think apparently one of the pastors there, this is a church where some of the pastors work full-time jobs and serve as part-time pastors. That exists. And so this is one of those things. Apparently his full-time job was in some way, he was like he worked for ICE in some capacity. I'm not sure, some kind of like management role. Like, I don't think he was like, you know, going from house to house, but I think he was in some kind of like admin role. Right. In addition to being a pastor. And it may not have been the pastor that was preaching that day. He's just a guy who goes to that church, I guess, or whatever. And so then I can't understand, like, from just like an optics perspective, like being able to step outside yourself and be like, how is this going to look when we get everything on? And of course, Don Levin's stupid ass. He's there like he's covering the march at Selma. Like, I have to document this incredible piece of activism. These incredible, brave protesters engaging in their free speech rights to shriek at children.
Well, and using the argument of being an act of journalism somehow protects him from the fact that he was there and prior videos showing that he knew what was going to be occurring.
Well,
and I can't talk about it right now. So there's conspiracy. I mean, just because you want to claim journalistic act, please show me in the Constitution where journalism is actually mentioned.
Yeah, it's just like he's just like in. Well, my favorite thing about Don Lemon, by the way, is that he's a live streamer now. Basically, he live streams on YouTube. So Don Lemon is one of my colleagues. So
I didn't do anything about it. Yeah, that's a good point.
If I ever see Don Lemon, I'm gonna be like, "Hello, colleague."
Well, honestly,
a fellow industry professional.
I do think if Pam Bondi was serious, they would all, besides the KKK Act, charge him with a hate crime.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, this is what frustrates me to no end. And this is something that the fucking the Republicans need to start doing. The Democrats, they would arrest first, fucking charge later, haul them in, make it public, make it humiliating, make sure that they leaked it to the press, got all of the perp walks, the fucking videotape document, make sure it was leaked onto the news, onto social media. So fucking use those kind of scare tactics, which is what they were doing with all of the J6 people when they started going after people that didn't even go into the Capitol building. Well, you were there and your daughter said that you strongly supported the protesters or the rioters, the insurrectionists.
Yeah.
I mean, they locked these motherfuckers away without charges for I'm not agreeing with that part.
Oh, but
I'm saying we could play way more hard than we are.
The right is behind the 8 ball because we keep trying to get our facts straight. And the left doesn't give a shit about getting its facts straight.
No fucks given.
Jump in. They just arrest people first. And then if they have to release you and say, I'm sorry, they do it. But like, you know what? This is what I'll say about the dissident right, sort of the goose stepping right, the Zoomer waffen, is say what you will about them. If their faction was in charge, this would have been dealt with.
Right, because, and this is my problem with them as well, they do use and embrace leftist tactics.
They do. Like they're
like that's why I have a feeling a lot of them are a little bit on the left. Just it's like calling the 40s Germans. Well, they were socialists, but they were also nationalists. So they're based. It's like, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, and
that's what
I got to agree with you there.
Right? Like, no, and it's like, but here's the thing about the dissident right, one thing I noticed when I talk to them is they use grievance politics, but instead of like blacks or Jews being the aggrieved party, it's white people who are the aggrieved party. And they flip all the like Black Lives Matter arguments. These people. My favorite. Bro, I did like 30 minutes on them on my show.
Man, the next series of The Bachelorette looks weird as fuck, doesn't it?
No, you know what's so fucked about? Okay, did I tell you? So they
can smell the cologne through this picture,
dude. Like,
and it's like, cheap.
Okay, well, I don't know who the guy in the front is, or the two
that's
guys
clavicular.
On the right. Oh, never heard of him.
Clavicular, not John Cena. Fucking Jay Waller. Okay,
that's Nico at the back.
Tristan
Tate. Myron Gaines, Nick Fuentes, and Andrew Tate. And
honestly, other guy.
Bro, can I tell you, there were parts of that hangout that looked fun. I'll be honest with you. Like when they were all in the club together and they were all singing Heil Hitler together, it looked like they were having so much fun. And I was a little, in that moment, I was a little jealous. I'll be honest with you. But like in general, it just did not look like they were
getting the FOMO, huh?
To hang out with. They just don't look like fun dudes hang out. Like they were in the fucking like van, like partying and whatever, and like trying to. But like half of them were like on their phones,
right?
And they were trying
especially
to listen to,
the chicks were just there, like
they were
props.
Phones, those are set pieces. Yeah, like those women are the worst women you could ever hope to meet, and they spent the entire night with them. There is one clip. There is one clip. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I would love to. Oh my God, going into a fucking Miami nightclub and screaming Heil Hitler with all your friends. I can't imagine anything more fun. God, I wish you guys would. If you guys were cool, we could do that. You guys aren't cool.
Do you have any? Well, no. Theo, I got to ask. Do you have anything else to say?
I'm just getting started. Here's the thing. The other thing too is, so everybody got in big trouble, and so like the mayor of Miami apparently is Jewish, and so he threw a big shit fit over this and told them they're all banned. And so Andrew and Tristan Tate immediately bitched out and went on like an apology tour on podcasts, which is deep, which is like, you're supposed to be like the world's hardest man. Pause. And you're supposed to, like, you know what I mean? And you like, as soon as like the mayor of Miami throws a shit fit, you apologize. But the reason he's apologizing is because Romania is so corrupt that like the U.S. could like lean on the Romanian government to have him arrested. And I think that's what he's afraid of. He's like, you have no idea how much pressure the Matrix is putting on me. And I'm like, all right, bro, but like,
oh boy,
dude, it's a fucking song. What are we doing here? And so now Sneeko is claiming to be the new top G. So anyway, there's a lot of drama in the manosphere. There's been a reshuffling. We're going to be talking about it on my show. It's not really an Ironcast topic.
That's just a preview, folks, of coming up Theo Snodgrass Theocracy.
Yeah, dude. But that's the thing is they don't. Bats is right. They don't look like fun dudes to hang out with. They were just like on their phones all the time. It's very superficial. The women were like the worst women you could ever hope to meet. Although there's one clip of Jay Waller calling a woman an ambitious 7, and I'm putting that in my cap. That's going right.
Was that the clip where he's talking to that the looks clavicular's girlfriend, and she gets
no, that's not his girlfriend. That's just some woman who was sitting there, and he was like, "You are an ambitious 7." And that's actually better than a 10. And I was just like, bro, that's game, though. That's
God.
My tool belt. Ambitious 7
please
is
don't.
Good. I've been calling women San Diego 7s for years. And that is my favorite.
That's catchy.
Compliment.
That one, that one's sketchy, but you're an ambitious
7, that's a reacher. Like, I like that.
Jesus Christ.
I actually like an ambitious 7. I've been advocating for ambitious 7s on my show for years.
Okay, so back to the topic.
My bad.
We've seen, but no, it's cool. We've seen most of the church video. I think this is the one that stands out the most.
Yeah.
We'll get to the guy who actually did get arrested, who is nothing more than a professional paid agitator. We've seen him with the beard, goes around just screaming. He's the same guy. Remember that clip we showed last week? There's a dude obviously either walking to or from work or maybe on his lunch break, and the guy just goes up, "Are you a Nazi? Say fuck, I say it." It's the same fucking guy.
Yeah.
He's just walking around randomly verbally assaulting people. But so for anyone that wants to argue, well, Don Lemon was just there committing journalism. So here we go.
What do you think of it? I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
But there were folks who will.
I have to take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live there's a Constitution and the First Amendment.
I want to show two things right there. He tried to get away and disengage from him. The pastor did this. So I need to get this. I don't agree with this. I need to walk away. And he did this little motion. Don Lemon reached in to pull him back into something he's clearly not okay with, not comfortable with, and trying to get away from.
Oh, please tell us about that. Freedom to assemble and protest.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because.
See the arm. He's trying to get away.
That's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
When someone on the left throws out.
Oh, fuck. I thought this was a regular clip, but I got the Crowder clip pulled up. Let me pull up the regular one real quick.
Yeah, but the thing is, again, I've said this before on other on previous episodes. Your constitutional rights, at the moment you interfere or obstruct another person's constitutional rights. So Don Lemon coming in, doing an act of journalism, which I just said earlier, find in the Constitution where journalism is actually listed as freedom of press. But even with that said, the moment you impeded on Christians' right to worship and interrupted their service, your constitutional rights as freedom of press ended right there.
Right. And I'm really trying to find that one clip where Don Lemon.
This is, I mean, let me ask you something. Let me ask you guys something. Do you guys feel like the Trump administration looks ineffective right now because they're unable
Absolutely.
That's
Yes,
what I'm
I do.
saying. Okay, so this is what I'm saying about the advantage in public opinion that the dissident right is going to get from stuff like this. Like people like people who are on the identitarian right who are willing to come out and say, I will use force to defend the homeland. That's going to sound really appealing to a lot of people. Because a lot of people thought that's what they were going to get with Donald Trump, right?
Mhm.
A lot of us saw 2020, the summer of love, and we were like, okay, never again will I want a weak, chief executive, because we had a weak chief executive, and look what happened to the country. So, and now I think with Trump, I don't get me wrong, I do think he's a total baller, but it does seem like he's encountering a lot of resistance in terms of trying to get people out there to try to get control of this situation.
Yeah. And I mean, there's only so much blame you can lay on Trump, especially, Pam Bondi was not his first pick. It was Matt Gaetz. They got that shut down. Pam Bondi's doing fucking zero. I mean, how many high profile arrests have we had?
None.
Yeah.
The only two that we've had is two indictments that ended up getting thrown out.
Right.
That's it.
Honestly, I think it's more. I don't think it's for something like this, Minnesota. I see it more on the actual Minnesota government as opposed to the federal government.
Right. But okay, let me ask you this, Vagabond. How do you think the Biden DOJ would have handled this if a bunch of Trump supporters fed up in Dearborn went in and disrupted a mosque to protest? Let's say they were even protesting peacefully, quietly. They just went in and held signs. What do you think the Biden DOJ would have done?
Well,
Hysterical reaction.
It's January 6th all over again.
Worse than 9/11.
January 6th happened in the federal building, right? But this, I think the difference with this is more of a situation like this is something the local government should be having their hands in as opposed to be the federal, because it's within their local area of Minnesota or whatever.
Right. And you're right, but I mean, for another example is, and dude, channel 2 Action Dudes fucking loves you, Vagabond.
Oh yeah. We need it. Well, I hope you're doing good in the winter this weekend. So we got General's ice storm this weekend.
A good example of that is when the Christian protesters at abortion clinics went and silently prayed. They weren't obstructing people from going in and out. They considered it all intimidation, even though they weren't yelling and screaming. They weren't doing any of even half the stuff these people are doing. They figured out a way to, through the Biden DOJ, to upgrade their charges from misdemeanors to felonies to lock them away for life. They took action, arrested first, and just threw every single charge they could at them to just find what sticks. Now, I don't condone all of that action, but I do think that, throwing every single charge at every single one of these protesters immediately, publicly, and, in a very grandiose style would make a bigger impact than we're going to sit and wait, do it by the book because we're the good guys. And it feels like at this point, they're just doing it because they have to do something. It feels more like gesturing and posturing than anything else.
Right. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, like when it comes to a local church, your local law enforcement is normally the ones that should be involved in something like this, right? Like if for instance, the shooting that happened at the school in Texas, right? That's all the reaction. You can't rely on the federal government there. That's usually whatever the local law enforcement is in that area. And the thing is, in Minnesota right now, we're not having.
They have no law enforcement.
Right. So the average citizen there should be more blaming on their local government as opposed to the federal. And that's in my opinion.
Okay. No, I see where you're coming from. I do see where you're coming from. Now I want to get back to this video. I think I got it right back to where it was.
To take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live there's a constitution and the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
Yeah, that doesn't mean inside someone's fucking house on private property.
And there,
got to look at
argument.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, and their argument is that they were welcomed in. They weren't welcome in. They're using essentially what was probably on their sign of like all are welcome. That's the argument, is they being welcome in. We were welcomed in by them. So we're not trespassing.
Because you're allowed to just go to a church. But if I invite you over to my house for chicken nuggets and you take a dump on my floor, it's not okay for you to take a dump on my floor just because I let you in. I let you in to have some chicken nuggets, right?
Right.
But yeah, again, we're dealing with people that don't believe in property rights in the first place. So
yeah, that's true. They're commies.
These people like Don Lemon and them, like property rights don't exist, and so in their eyes, they believe they're fully justified in doing these actions, whatever, right?
And you're sure this is not just a psyop, that you're sure that they're really just this retarded.
No, they feel this entitled. And like I said, I'm something of a psyop expert.
I know. That's why I asked you.
Yeah. I asked you. No, they feel completely entitled to this, to the cause.
Oh man.
They feel justified. They feel right. And above all, they feel, this falls into their dismantling the everything you want to call it, from the nuclear family, white supremacy, the patriarchy. They're getting everything all at once. They're getting all of their hit points, and they're sending a message.
Yeah, I just don't think the reason why I wouldn't think it's a psyop is because it takes away that there's actual dumbass people out there, right? So, like these are the same people that think believes there's more than one gender. It's the same people who would be like, oh well, hormone blockers are just fine. The kids can just go back to it go back to normal when they're adults, and you know damn well that's not how that works.
No, and they know it too. These are people that actively lie about things they know are not true, and they're committed to the lie. From like you said, from the hormone blockers, are completely safe and reversible. Like you could just hit reset and just start going on back to normal once you're over the phase. Nope, they know that doesn't happen. It's about sterilization and population control, the right kind of population control.
But I think too, like, okay, when we see, because I know like a lot of people, some people are like, oh, I don't like when they go to debates, these colleges and college students or whatever. But then you really do get to see these people are so delusional that they believe they're so justified in whatever they're saying. You see them go try to debate Ben Shapiro, Andrew Wilson, whoever else, and they put their full-on delusions in this display because they truly believe it.
That's right, and that's why they had to take out Charlie Kirk, was because he had a very unique skill set of getting out of every 20, 30 kids he talked to, at least one or two of them would have that oh shit moment. You saw it in their face, where that complete crisis of truth, where they knew, oh my God, everything I'm saying is bullshit. I knew in the back of my mind it was bullshit, but now I actually really believe it and I can't back it up. He got through to just enough of them that he was a threat, but that's neither here nor there. What I wanted to say is, you want to look at Don Lemon's body language here, and then this guy's saying, I'm gonna channel my Enrique Rosa, the body language buddy here. And you look at him; he's trying to disengage. If anybody's, threatening and intimidating anyone, it's Don Lemon. He's leaning in, whereas he's trying to lean out.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus, because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world, is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me, though.
Did you see that? Please don't push me. As he's trying to lean away from him, he's leaning in. He automatically defaults to, you're assaulted. Don't assault me. Don't assault me while I'm leaning in. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
At this, go ahead.
Oh, you can go first.
I was going to say, I mean, it's the bully tactics of these agitators, because that's exactly what Don Lemon is. At this point, he is nothing more than just also an agitator. And because he feels that his constitutional right is to do this, even though, again, as I stated earlier, his constitutional rights ended the moment he interfered in other people's constitutional rights. So therefore, he's the one that's agitating. He's the aggressor. He's the one that's in the wrong. And this little, don't push me. No, he's trying to get away. He's trying to disengage with you, and you're continuing to harass and bully and, dare I say, commit an act of terrorism.
I was going to.
I'm sorry. I just want to jump in real quick. It's not only I mentioned that already on this broadcast that Don Lemon is a live streamer now, and he uses StreamYard. We saw it, so he's a colleague of ours now. Now he's also, by the way, doing walk around outside with a camera and a microphone journalism like Nick Shirley's doing. So Don Lemon, absent his network bona fides, is like just a YouTuber now. Isn't that great? Yep. Isn't that awesome?
That's fantastic.
This is about the reshuffling of the power structures in our society. And I think he doesn't see a difference between what Nick Shirley did and what hysterical nonsense that was. And so he decided to go do some of his own hysterical, inflammatory nonsense. But he doesn't understand that Nick Shirley was pursuing truth and was uncovering something that was fundamentally true. He's just being hysterical and bigoted because he wants to promote views, and anything that could turn into an action clip.
It's revenge.
Don't touch me, sir. Like, he's hoping that he would love it if this guy punched him in the face. And I just got punched in the face by a white passing person. Oh my God. He would love that.
He would be
to throw himself a little pity party. He'd invite Jussie Smollett back on the program. They'd have
I guarantee you had that.
Wow.
I guarantee you if that pastor had actually struck Don Lemon, he would be calling hate crime.
Yep.
He'd be calling, just the worst assault, attacking journalists. He would use every single a checkbox he can. He doesn't like me because he's a Christian and I'm a gay black man. There's so many cards that he was hoping that would happen.
Yeah. Well, I think you guys are giving him too much credit. I think he's just a dumb Negro. A lot of okay, like, let's hear me out. A lot of low IQ Negroes, as soon as you get arrested, they default to certain phrases. Hell no. Yeah, so that's my take on this. I can't. He's probably the same type. He gets put in handcuffs and lay down on the grass, nice soft grass, but start yelling out he can't breathe or something like that, because that's just default ingrained in his low IQ mind. I think you guys are just giving him too much credit.
Well, and he also has elitist mindset, Vagabond. That's where he's been fired and removed from the mainstream media, yet he still believes he's part of it. So he still has that I am completely untouchable. Well, and right now he's being proven right.
He's a low IQ Negro. I'm saying there's a lot of low IQ Negroes out there, and bite me, any Negro that's watching this that hates what I'm saying.
Okay, here's a little shocker to you. How old is Don Lemon?
62.
What?
No, he's turning 60 in March.
What?
I thought he was 62.
Also surprising. I did not know he was that old.
Yeah. Well, black though.
Okay, two things. Let's just give him two. He's black and he's gay.
Right.
His age, he is going to age practically in reverse. We got to give him that much credit. Okay.
He's probably doing all the facials that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. He's got all the skincare he needs, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I dated this girl one time that told me semen had like skincare properties, and she wanted.
Yeah, I keep telling him that.
It doesn't matter why that came up, but so maybe that's what's going on here. Is what I'm saying.
Oh shit.
You're welcome. You can clip that, by the way.
Well, for the most part, the majority of gay men are extremely health conscious, pretty well kept.
Look at Nick Avocado before you got that.
Yeah.
And also, black don't crack, so he's got two things going for him in the age department.
Right.
So
the deal with the devil he probably made.
You look stunning. I hope you go to fucking jail.
We're here to worship Jesus. Yes. That's why we're here. Yeah. Okay, that's why we're here. Okay. That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
love these folks?
We're about spreading.
No, I don't. No, not at all.
It's so like, wait, so I guess you need to be understanding and love these folks as they like disrupt the church service and make it not viewable. Thank you. By the way, this is the actual source of racism, by the way.
Well, okay, black people do crack when they're actually on the substance.
That's
true. That's why the CIA invented crack. It was to equal out the advantages.
Like I've seen some crackheads in my life. They be, oh man, that's
dude. When I was a store manager at GameStop, a regular guy, I thought he was at least 42. Coming in, he was constantly trying to sell games and movies that still had the wrappers and the Target price tag. We're in the same shopping center as a Target, just saying he is itchy, really white lips on a black guy. You know what I'm talking about? He was 19.
Oh, damn.
19. I thought he was like 42.
The love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a Christian?
No one is willing to talk.
Okay.
So you're supposed to go and talk to the screaming, mass of people that have come in and just disrupted your day. You're trying to just literally go about your business, go fucking living your life, and but just go talk to them. Aren't you a Christian? They always turn being a Christian against Christians. Have you noticed that, or is it just me?
No, well, because so to a fault, it is partially Christians for just allowing anyone to say that they're a Christian in the first place, right? So, because it's been going, or there's because we've seen it even with the Gamergate 2.0. We've seen people use Christianity just to be a crutch. So it's always going to be the go-to method to, either attack people or use it as a defense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, so Don Lemon's going to be going, if I say I'm Christian, even though he doesn't follow any of the principles, then that should give me the go ahead for this guy to not back down for me and engage.
Now, out of all the arrests, I think this is the one that we were the most happy about. Because again, this is the same guy walking around videotaping himself, harassing and purity testing random people on the street. Like if somebody just looked like they weren't supportive of the group, he used complete brown shirt tactics and walked over and demanded that they scream "fuck ICE." And if they didn't, he started shouting insults, following them around. A lot of the crazy viral clips that came out were actually from this guy who, for some reason, he can be in Colorado, Washington State, Washington, D.C., and then back in Minnesota within days, doing this all day, every day.
Yeah, there's an Instagram I was following.
Okay,
but it's lost.
Doesn't that guy look like he got MK Ultra though? Like, doesn't he look like he'd exactly the kind of person who'd be susceptible to left wing MK Ultra-ing?
Yeah, I don't know. A paycheck's a paycheck.
You think he's paid?
Yeah, there's.
I think both. It's both. He's well taken care of, well paid. He's been arrested multiple times. He was even arrested. The same week that this happened, he was out the same night and up the next morning to do this shit.
That's crazy. What the fuck is going on? It seems like this is intentional.
Well, that's the thing. There's an Instagram account I follow, but it's lost in my degeneracy, so I haven't seen it in a while.
Dang hentai.
Yeah, or feet. But basically, there's this guy. He tracks down these guys to where they'll go to protests in California, then see the same person in Minnesota, then New York.
I know what you're talking about. Yes, I love that.
Yeah, and then he finds the website where it's like, or there's like Craigslist ads asking people to be paid protesters, and like he tracks all these people down.
Well, and it's like any other business. People that do it long enough get promotions. They prove how effective they are. They get more, you get more treatment, you know, like any job.
Yeah.
He's getting more benefits.
Like
you get stuck in
they
middle
got a
management,
legal, they got a legal slush fund. They've got paid room and board at hotels, paid travel.
Yeah, you just need a few agitators, and then you just put things in place that in low IQ neighborhoods, like a pile of bricks that where people, they don't care what the cause is, they just want to get free stuff.
Yeah, it's not that hard to figure out. I mean, we've already seen, we saw this during, which again, while this is really bad, we're nowhere near the level of Summer of Love.
Yeah, time. Unless I was going to say, unless Trump actually squashes this now, come summer, this is going to get really bad.
Okay, that's a great point, because, and me and Theo have talked about this. Is that the point? Is Trump just letting it go to let it get as bad as it possibly can before the midterms to then flip the switch and end it? Because maybe people need to see how bad it is or how bad it can get with them in control. Do I agree with it? No. Do I see the point? Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I think I think okay, two thoughts. One, I think, yes, waiting till it gets so bad that Americans are crying out, and that opens it up easier for him to then move the troops in. But I think on the other side is, I think I gave him benefit of the doubt back in 2020 because he was coming up for re-election. And so he was holding off as a hopes to not look like an authoritarian, bringing in the troops to squash this, to return law and order. But he's lame duck. So it really doesn't fucking matter at this point. Bring the troops in. It really doesn't matter. People are going to see it being put down. The failed state of Minnesota is going to come crashing down. All of the fraud can be brought out, and seeing that this is not just Minnesota, this is happening also in California, and start actually doing that, I think is better for Republicans in general in midterm, though with the current voting that's been happening in Congress, I don't really think anyone has much faith in the Republican Party.
I wanted to talk about that here in a little bit. Yeah, 76 Republicans voted against everything and voted with between the 76 Republicans that we already have and the fact that the Democrats just decided, well, fuck voting. We'll just redistrict everything like Virginia. Nobody needs, it doesn't matter who votes. They've already won through redistricting.
Yeah.
You know, the black bill is starting to fucking, it's just.
Again.
You guys, see why the dissident right is ascendant right now? Because, like, especially young people, they see this and nothing getting done, and it's like obvious who the evil people are, and nobody's willing to do anything. And like nothing is happening.
I think the dissident right would have a lot more luck if they focused on the actual evil people and not just always, no matter what, leaning into the Jews. I think that would help the cause a lot.
I think it's like the same thing lazy. As it's like but this is where another way that they use leftist tactics. This is what we were talking about earlier. So having a one-word answer for every problem, like with feminists, it's patriarchy. With Black Lives Matter, it's racism. With like leftist, globalist Jewish groups, it's anti-Semitism. Anything that criticizes what they're up to is anti-Semitism.
Right.
Is something. Same with like, you can't criticize me because my ancestors had this specific thing happen to them or whatever, or it's some kind of ism or whatever. And the dissident right has their all-encompassing theory that everything I don't like is racism. For them, everything I don't like is Jewish, is world Jewry added again.
Yeah. Right. To the point they can't see the problem right in front of their face and focus on that.
Right. It makes it really hard to get organized.
I mean, and I got to tell you, that was my problem with your lovely guest. And she seems like a nice girl. But when she was saying, you know, well, the Soros thing and the Islam, all of that. Yeah, it's kind of a little, it's a bit of an inconvenience or a nuisance, but we got to talk about Israel. Like,
yeah, I don't know. You have to think, like, so I would say, chat, if you have something, if maybe I need to read some more or something, maybe I need to research this more, but I'm just super concerned about like the degeneracy problem personally. I'm concerned about the leftists that want to like import a bunch of dangerous foreigners. Like that, that part, like I honestly could give two shits about Israel doing a little pest control right in their own backyard. I don't care about that. That's fine to me. I just don't give a shit. Like,
I don't either.
If
I don't want to pay for it. That's my whole thing. As long as we're not paying for it, who the fuck cares?
Like, I don't care. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's like, to me, the, you know, degenerate bullshit and the mass migration that's happening right here in my own country. I can look out on my street and see the harm that does. Like, that's obvious to me.
And I'm going to go ahead and pull this down since we're going a little off topic, but I'm kind of glad we are, because I have been wanting to talk about this a little bit. It reminds me a lot of the pro-Palestine hypocrisy weirdos, how they're just like Palestine, genocide, Palestine, but they don't talk about the Congo Christians right now, the genocide in Syria, what's going on in Iran. All of that's fucking crickets with the Palestine people. You know, we got that girl that had the audacity to teach Taekwondo before her country was taken over by Islamic extremists, set to be executed by stoning. Nothing from
nothing from
the
stoning women, friend of the channel. All right.
No, it's not your channel. Not friend of the channel.
Sorry, it's not my show.
Jesus Christ.
Stoning women when they get mouthy, friend of the channel. That's
right. Or you teach Taekwondo, apparently.
What's the difference?
For fuck's sake. Oh, my fucking God. Anyway.
You were rolling.
Well, Iron, it was great while we had this show.
I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt. You were rolling. Hold on. I'm just saying, the countries where it's like super illegal to hit women also has the most badly behaved women. I don't know if that's a coincidence.
So anyway, as I was saying, crickets from the pro-Palestine people about all of these actual genocides, actual atrocities. These are the same people that wear pussy hats and claim, you know, women, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, easy spotlight of hypocrisy, but the same can be said about these people on this new wave right that we're talking about right now. They disregard an obvious problem as long as they can focus on the problem, which is conveniently the same problem that the people with the Free Palestine have. They both have that same problem and overlook everything right under their nose.
Weird. Okay,
so that's one thing. All the
okay, you're talking about the gropiers, right?
It's not that big of yes, of course. Communism's not that big of a deal.
Okay,
mass migration's not that big of a deal. Communism, well, but we can trace it all back to worldwide Jewry.
But those are the people. Both of those groups. One thing they have in common is that they got their political opinions from like short videos, from like TikTok reels or Instagram reels. It seems like if you watch a shit ton of reels, I'm guessing you have a problem with Israel. I don't know why, but I'm guessing you have a problem with Israel.
You want to know why, Theo?
Yeah.
We were talking about PSYOPs earlier.
So that's the
there
PSYOP.
It is. That's
okay,
the
PSYOP. I was wondering about that. Is this is something I think you and I were talking about privately the other day. Pause. Maybe the trying to get people to everybody on the left and everybody on the right to get mad at Israel at the same time is actually the way that they want to misdirect from looking at the degeneracy and the mass migration problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I honestly have a hard time when somebody tries to tell me that Zionism in support of Israel and mass migration are both part of the same worldwide Jewish conspiracy. I'm like, but how? Right. The people who do it hate each other. The people who are doing the mass migration hate the Israel people, and Israel people hate the mass migration people. Are they actually? Is this pro wrestling? They're just like kayfabe. They're just pretending to hate each other, but they're cool in private. Is that what's going on? Like that seems implausible to me. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know enough. Again, if there's something I need to read, to understand this or whatever. But like, that's the thing, is the people who are trying to tell me about the worldwide Jewish conspiracy, one thing they have in common, none of them read books. They're always YouTube educated. And so I'm like, okay, that YouTube is good.
They always, just like the Free Palestine people, they always use recycled talking points.
Well, we do know most of Gen Z and Alpha are low readers and stuff, right? And
short attention span.
Yeah.
They can't, if it's more than a paragraph, they're like, oh, fuck off. If the video is more than 8 minutes, they're going to swipe right or swipe right. Still love that.
I hope you're proud of yourself. By the way, I want to disavow that. I don't want to be associated with any of the nonsense being expressed here tonight. I have good, wholesome Christian views.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Stoning Women, friend of the channel.
That's biblical.
Jeez.
Don't know what you want from me.
Oh, you need Jesus. That was fun. All right. Little bit of a deviation, but I'm glad we had that conversation. Let's take a look at this fucking asshole.
His voice.
Which I got to admit, now you did mention, like, is this a psyop? The way he is just so over the top. It does scream psyop, but I'm also, and you said, could he be MK Ultra? Yes. By the left. So.
Okay.
The left controlled CIA. No, they could definitely use a guy like this as a professional agitator.
No, I'll tell you how it works. You seen the Mr. Beast games things going on right now where Mr. Beast is like, I guess the guy could press this button.
I'm proud to say no.
Okay. Okay. Well, I see it on Instagram because people are making jokes about it, right? Because there's a Mr. Beast, he does all these weird challenges, and one of the guys is like, I guess Mr. Beast is about to give him an option. You could press this button and get a couple $1 million now, or don't press it and your teammates come along with you or whatever, right? And before Mr. Beast could finish the question, he just presses the button. And then you got this chick just yelling at him, like, I didn't know you needed money that bad. You could have just said so. I would have let you borrow some money. Now you look like an asshole to the whole world. Again, this is for $1 million. If you press the button, you get $1 million. Leave now and get $1 million, or continue playing this game. But
where's the connection?
Here's the connection. If you're getting paid boatloads of money to travel around the country and be at protests, and that's all you have to do is cause a scene. I don't know how much the guy's getting paid, but obviously it's a well worth it enough for him to fly around and do this. That I think I don't even think he believes what he could believe what he was doing, but people will tap dance for the money, and I think that's what this is.
Okay, so you're saying he might just be doing this and going. He's a performer, being paid to perform, and he's giving it his fucking all because he's getting paid, getting them dollar bills.
Well, okay, so the other thing, he might very well believe whatever he's doing, and if he's getting paid to be more loud about it,
right? But have you ever heard the term, like, if you love what you do, you never have to work a day in your life. You just get paid for doing what you love. It's so much easier to find, financial incentive for one thing. But we've seen the videos of the protesters that are out there holding the signs, doing the chants, and they actually broke character when interviewed. Like, yo, I'm out here getting a paycheck, dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And then they go back to doing the chant thing.
This guy might be one of the guys. Is just he does believe in his conviction. And you just gave him
and he's getting a paycheck.
Yeah, so he's going above and beyond.
But
he is definitely he's definitely an avid fluoride user.
Yes, and I think that for him to believe this passionately in what he's doing, it would take a little bit of encouragement. And I think a lot of these people are getting a lot of encouragement from whether it's a 3-letter agency still that is deeply infected with the DNC operatives, or just the DNC itself, and Act Blue, which has a lot of influence and a lot of power.
I think honestly, I think it's just I don't like to give it too much power to these groups. I think there's actually insane, retarded people out there that if these same people were easily think it's okay to have story time with a tranny or whatever, or and then think it's normal. Like to me, we're living in the world of the Twilight Zone, right? Where like the one episode where the lady has the wrapping around her face and everyone's calling her ugly, and then once you unwrap, she's like the most beautiful white woman in the world. And you look
great
at
episode,
else,
love that episode.
Yeah, you look at everyone else as the ugly one the whole time. So I think we're in bizarro world right now where there's weirdos out there.
Well, what if you guys are both right about this? What if there's a bunch of low information idiots and they're just addicted to their phones, and maybe a 3-letter agency or something is feeding them short videos about trying to radicalize them and get them all hyped up to get out and protest. And maybe they would just need one guy to go into the Facebook group or whatever and be like, hey guys, this church leader is pro-ICE. Let's all get together and do. Like, just like that. What's her face who got Gretchen Whitmer, who got kidnapped in, what was that, Michigan? Same deal. Yeah. It was just like, it was just a whole gaggle of feds and then 3 dudes along for the ride or whatever. It's just,
I don't know. I think our government's too incompetent to pull that. Like, as much as easy it sounds, I think our government's too incompetent. I think there's you got
sweet summer child.
Well, here's what I think. There's you got a leader of the idiots that all of a sudden they say something and then the rest of the idiots follow along. That's kind of what I'm going for.
Yeah. And that is true. Like, trying to figure out the white rate of this. So, because saying that they're too stupid to pull things off, while you can agree that they are stupid in a lot of ways, they have been doing things like this since the late 50s.
Which I agree with.
Infiltrating groups, promoting chaos, escalating situations that didn't normally need to be escalated, playing both sides. They're very fucking good at that. Very fucking good at that. Now, well, shit. we're going so far off.
Well, okay. I guess I'll add this to it. Here's because we're also dealing with folks. Their whole ideology is vote blue no matter who, right? So take California, for instance. They could see all the corruption that Gavin Newsom's done and all this, and all they need to be told is simply the other side is a Nazi, and they'll keep voting blue no matter who for the rest of their life. Like it, I don't think the government really has to do anything for these guys.
No, and those are the same people that it'll get so bad where they live that they'll purposely go to another state that has more palatable policies that they can live with as far as taxes, regulations, what have you, and then immediately start voting Democrat.
Right. Or take the food bank, for instance, right? These same people will allow all the stealing and theft and allow people who just got caught to get a slap on the wrist and back out the next 2 seconds. They just walk in jail and then sit and look at you straight in the face and be like, why is there food deserts in my area? Why is everything locked up inside this CVS store? It makes no sense. And then the rest of us is like, it's obviously right in front of your face.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this video. We've been staring at this fucking guy's face for way too long.
You can see all these pretend Christians, all these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration.
As he screams, yelling at 2 clearly children, young girls.
Camps, you're living real life, nice lives with your lattes, doing absolutely nothing for your Latino and Somali brothers and sisters.
They ain't my brothers and sisters. Fuck you.
I believe that most of them are. I believe most of the Somalis are Muslim, not Christian, for one thing. A lot of the illegals are not Christian. So let's just put them in a Christian camp. in a southern in a South American country. Well, we won't call it CCOT, but
you come here to a man wearing a suit. Is a preacher? Did Jesus wear a suit? Did Jesus profit off the words? No, Jesus would die.
It's so great. Listen to godless commies talk about Jesus and give their opinion on things they know absolutely nothing about. In fact, things they hate.
Do not touch me. Touch me again and see what happens.
Yeah. Once again, see what I wish somebody touched him again to see what would happen. What do you think would have been what happened? He would have fallen on the floor and demanded a police, a member of authority, a member of state issued authority come in and protect him and arrest the assailant. That's exactly what would have happened. He's not going to turn into Billy Badass and start whooping fucking in the pews.
Like if this was the South or Texas or Florida, like it would, again, you don't see that happen in these areas. I mean, maybe Atlanta or Miami, but other than that, outside of that, like, or I'll say the one Savannah, Georgia too. But
no, and I think they picked the most milquetoast, non-threatening white church they could find with a medium, congregation, just a medium, because this place isn't filled. They could have probably found a full church.
Well, they have to keep it in it's probably a blue area. So even if someone in the church did something about it and fought back, they're more likely to go to the jail than the actual. I'm not even going to call these guys protesters. That's
what I mean. When he said, touch me again and see what happens, he doesn't mean he's going to whoop this kid's ass. It means he's going to go and have this kid arrested. He's going to immediately claim victim, find a member of, these are the guys that are constantly saying the ICE agents of the Gestapo. He'd go find the actual Gestapo, which is the Minneapolis Police Department, and have this kid arrested because they're just waiting to do that.
Now, I heard that. I believe this. I heard this from Benny Johnson. My sourcing's a little shaky on this. One thing that was pointed out. Do you remember at the beginning of the school year a shooting that happened in Minneapolis at a school that is a Catholic church, and the students were shot at? This church is only a couple blocks away from the same one. Yep.
So no wonder why those kids are scared. And we saw that in this video too. There was a one kid like crying while his father or someone was holding this kid's head.
Yep. And it turns out that was a mixed race family, Asian mom, white dad, mixed kid, and But again, they don't give. And this is why.
And this is why I'm all for the use of the Second Amendment. And I granted it's Minneapolis, but the whole point is like you have these. So just down the street, you had an armed person come in and do a shooting of a church. And now you have this. How are they supposed to know that none of them are armed and aren't going to just suddenly open fire on them?
Yeah. And if they were smart and they used Democrat tactics, that would be brought up in the charges, in the court, in the prosecutorial procedures. But I want to get to that in a minute. I think all three of the people that are going to be the only three arrests that we've seen, they're going to be out by next Monday. We'll just
you are a fake Christian. Why are you not standing with your Somali and Latino communities? Why do I not see you out at Whipple every day protesting this attack on humanity? Where are you? You're sinners. You're pretending to be Christians. But we know you live an easy life, don't you? A very easy life.
That's all he cares about. That's the real message there. That's what the problem is. The bourgeoisie.
I have some information on this what is known as human garbage.
Yeah, go ahead and pull it up. I'm sick of listening to this anyway. We've all seen this.
Now, the media is giving this guy a lot of attention, and he's such a great guy because he says Veteran calls for ICE pastor to resign. Okay, well, William Kelly, best known as the woke farmer, got booted from the U.S. Army for bad conduct charges. He was in from 2007 to 2011, but his story didn't add up. No combat vet, infantry vet, no Afghanistan deployment, no warrant officer gig. He's claimed these things. In reality, he was
same
just
state as Tim Walz. Who would have thought?
Yep. He was just an HR admin, zero combat or overseas action. Back in 2008, court-martialed for stealing, which led to a drop to private E1, punitive BCD, basically other than honorable with major baggage. The dude fabricated his military record. He's proven a thief and an alcoholic on top of it. And yet, yet this is the fraud the left loves to elevate. Wake up, folks.
Here's my theory, and that might be tailored why to this guy enjoys what he's doing. He's a meth head.
Oh yeah.
So he's already been caught stealing, lying, and all this other type of stuff. He's getting paid to go get his fix, right? So that's all he. So of course he's enjoying flying over the country, get some money. He doesn't have to steal, and then get his fix. And I think Drunken's frozen.
Oh yep, Drunk's frozen.
I am.
But speaking of methods, and I would have pulled my own videos, but I couldn't find them. I just found out about this guy tonight. This is even better. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Let's have some fun. Since we got a little serious, let's have a good time here. Let me switch to this tab. I'm gonna pull up D-Day Cobra from tonight. Have you guys seen this fucking guy? This character.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah. I have information on him too.
How is this? This guy is a perfect representative of the majority of the Democrat voting demographic.
It's Golem.
Look at this. Look at this. He made a now viral TikTok video threatening to kill ICE agents to come into his home to try to arrest any of the illegals that he's harboring there.
I can't deny that this could be Asmongold in 5 years. Like,
oh, come on.
Poor Asmund. Yeah, he actually, Asmongold posted earlier today with this gentleman's picture. Please stop tagging me in this shit.
This could be Asmongold in 5 years.
I think it's
but
different.
I don't know who this guy
I think this is the alternate universe. You know how in comic books there's always the evil version
Bizarre
of Superman,
world.
Batman. Yeah, the negative version of the character. This is evil Asmongold.
Is apparently there's a ton of internet lore to this guy. Okay, I don't know who he is. Hey FBI, this dude from Akron, Ohio is threatening to shoot ICE agents because he thinks they're terrorists. Okay. So let's listen to him right here.
To any ICE agent that thinks they're going to come into my home and terrorize me and my family, you will be met with lethal force. I will kill on sight, and I will shoot to kill if need be. ICE agents are not allowed in my home. If you come into my home to terrorize my family.
Can I be honest with all of you right now? I have a confession to make.
It's your cousin.
I know.
In Alabama.
Hold on. Just reactions. Hold on. Fucking shout out to Master Bieber, fucking TR33B3RA. God, I thought you used to have a different name, but that's where you are. Hold on. Oh goddamn, Jeremy, the likeness is again. If we just switch from that one to the other one. Oh my God. Yeah. Let's just, from that to that.
Crazy. So wait, hold on. And this is what I'm talking about, though. You can hear in the way that he talks about it. If ICE agents come into my home and harass my family, but your family's not immigrants, though. Like they're not, these are not like Nazi stormtroopers. These are just like dudes who are kicking out immigrants who committed crimes.
Yeah.
Well, remember, these people don't believe these are immigrants either. They think they'll tell you. They always change the terms. They don't call them illegal immigrants. They'll say undocumented or whatever.
The willful ignorance here. I got to pull up that Scott Jennings clip. I know we're all over the place tonight, but did you guys see the one where he's arguing with this young kid?
Oh yeah.
Starts saying, "You're not allowed to say illegal immigrants." He's like, "Yeah, the fuck I am. Are you going to stop me? What are you going to do about it?" But the kid continues to say, "Well, we have documented cases of where they're arresting and disappearing people that are legal citizens of this country." And Scott James is like, "No, there's not. No, there's literally not." The worst case scenario is people are being asked on the spot because they're in the general area of an active investigation to provide identification.
Yeah, this is how leftists argue about stuff. They find a fringe example that is a tiny percentage of the time sometimes happens. And they like sometimes U.S. citizens do get stopped by ICE and asked to show their papers. That does happen sometimes, but that happens relatively rarely. Mostly, ICE does a good job getting the people they're going after. Mostly, there are rare occasions citizens do get hassled. It's the same thing they do with abortion. Oh, what if a woman gets pregnant by an alien, and if she has the baby, she'll literally explode? What then?
Yeah,
and it's like,
what if she was raped by Superman?
Yeah.
You ever think about that, Chud?
Yeah, and therefore, you should be able to abort children out to 4 years old, right? Like that's they'll reason their way out from this tiny little extreme, usually emotionally charged example, right? They're separating U.S. citizens and they're kidnapping children and and it's like, and then they'll be like, therefore, we're not allowed to have a border. And there's a meme. It's like our nation shouldn't have a border because feelings and shit or whatever. And that's what they always do. They're like, look at this fat invalid crying in handcuffs because she's so worthless and low IQ. She can't understand what's going on. Therefore, your civilization doesn't get to exist in the future because it's overrun with mongrels. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's like emotional manipulation. Anyways, that's what they're doing here.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, before we go back to to our favorite method, we'll check in on our other one right here.
Are you 100% sure this guy's not a white rapper?
Give me charges, so be it.
Now, again, I really have a strong suspicion that this was just cake and circus for us, and that all three of these people will be the only arrests, and they'll all be out by Monday doing the exact same shit they're already doing, because we have a completely feckless, fucking useless Department of Justice.
Yep.
We don't even really have, I mean, they do nothing. It's nothing. What do we?
So here's the other guy. Pull that down. Pull this up real quick. So Chance Wilkins, who threatened to shoot ICE agents because they were terrorists, was also arrested by police after he allegedly attacked someone with a baseball bat.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Good. Hey, Chance, we're going to be turning around, put your hands behind your back for me. Why? Okay? What's that? Why? Because you're under arrest.
Why? Listen, can I talk to you guys for a minute?
Relax.
What?
Stop, Chance.
What?
Relax.
Calm down. Mom,
talk about Igor.
I'm scared.
Relax.
I know you are. What has he been arrested for?
What?
They were on our Can I show you something?
We've been told that we can protect ourselves here.
Yes, we can.
We've got a witness that said
No,
that.
listen, I have.
Let him talk.
Can I?
We've got a witness, one of your neighbors that said that
can I show you?
go out onto
Can
the
I
sidewalk
show
and
you
protect
something,
this man.
sir? Before you arrest me, can I please show you something?
What do you got to show me?
These guys threatened me.
Okay.
I have proof.
Okay.
Please.
You still can't go out onto a sidewalk. And
Listen,
somebody with a baseball bat.
listen, sir. Can I be honest?
You need to keep.
Sir, can I be honest?
It overall, it's like it. Yeah.
Well,
but that's what I'm saying. It's again low IQ individuals, and then you talking about the government not doing anything is also deals with the incompetency. I think there's just idiots, and then these guys just allow the idiots to run the circus.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh damn.
It's it's crazy. It's like that guy was like, so who was he hitting with a bat? I'm sorry, I wasn't clear on that. I missed that part. Who's he hitting with a bat?
There was no indication. Just someone on the street maybe threatened me or made fun of me or something like that.
Some guy.
So he came out with a baseball bat.
Yeah, well, so it seems like this person
probably said something like your mother is also your sister.
Maybe. Well, I'll tell you what.
He's clearly mentally deficient.
Yeah,
I actually feel a little sorry for that guy.
He just has no idea what's going on in reality. He's completely disconnected from reality. If he thought like hitting a guy with a baseball bat was not going to lead to him getting arrested.
Well, there used to be facilities that we put people
So
in.
yeah, is this what I'm talking about? I feel like these are the people getting preyed upon. It's just like the most like all due respect to Renee Good, God rest her soul. She didn't look like one of our elite employees. Let's just say that.
No.
She did not look like she was one of our best. I don't think she was. I don't think she passed on Mensa.
She had the best leering.
No, yeah.
Well, that's the other thing. These guys never face consequences, right? So of course they think it's they're 100% justified to just do whatever they want, and so that's why I don't. It's the I think it's incompetency of the government, plus the stupidity and low IQ of these individuals who also don't believe in property rights.
Yeah. So here's this. This is what I was talking about. This is gold. This is fun.
Oh yeah.
I recognize you haven't reviewed all the material anymore.
And
but
you have
the
diverse.
The percentage. Who are you to tell me?
You don't get to say the word illegals anymore. He's got the fucking T-Rex limp wrist on top of everything. Just
yeah, he's got that like
look at the face.
Yeah, he's got that Von Coleman face. It's just like gay. He's got like a purse in his mouth. You know what I mean? He's got that just effeminate slackjack. Can be mistaken for a woman from the back, as happened in Las Vegas. That's true. That's a true story. It's a true story. I'm sorry. What were we talking about? We were talking about how gay this shit is. Go ahead.
Right. Let's get back to
it. I've never met you, brother. I can say whatever I want. They're illegal aliens, and that's what the law calls them. Illegal aliens. That's what I'm going to call them.
Right. Listen, you can't say illegals anymore because
he's having such a hard time with that.
Well, because these people also got crying
rooms. I'm going to enforce your edict on me just out of curiosity.
Like we're dealing with people that also they got crying chambers in their college or whatever, so they can go cry in solitude, or like we're dealing with like people as soft as Charmin Ultra Strong.
I also think
that we need to create a society that is like the complete reverse safe space. I've been watching Invincible, and I'm starting to side with the Viltrumites.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying, dude.
Yes,
I've been saying Omni-Man was right from jump.
Yep.
Okay,
just saying.
Hold on. I have another example to prove how incompetent the government is.
If not Omni-Man, at least fucking Cecil. Cecil's on point.
No, they're both right in their own ways. Yeah.
Okay. The UK government, right, funded a game where it's trying to shame you. They did such a horrible job, which probably
Did you not come to Rogues Gallery last Saturday? We played that whole game on stream.
I wasn't there, but
yeah, you missed it.
But
pathways.
Okay, yes. Okay. I think the incompetency of the UK government to make such a game. Like, this is the governments were saying they are doing psyops and stuff. No, we're just dealing with retards.
Well, that's what I'll say about this is like this guy, whoever this gentleman is, apparently he's David Hogg's buddy from like school shooting survivors. So he's just good at not getting shot. That's his main skill set. Too bad. Definitely missed one. Anyway, this kid, so he has a pre-written monologue that starts with the phrase, "You can't say illegal aliens," right? That's why he has to get that line out. Now, Scott Jennings is taking that at face value. He doesn't know that this is part of a pre-written monologue, and Scott Jennings doesn't care because he believes what he believes, so he could speak extemporaneously. This kid can't. He has his lines that he could say, and he doesn't know how to back up anything. So that's why this falls apart.
I have one critique for Scott Jennings. He did dwell way too long on he got so, and I understand it. He got very upset with the enforced speech because you get sick of that. But he should have focused more on some of the other issues here. He kind of touches on that and he's like, and then it goes right back to, who the fuck are you to tell me what I can and can't say? But
listen, I understand. But just listen to his point about illegal.
No, I want to know why he gets to instruct.
You're changing the topic.
Hang on. You're making a point about people being arrested.
I understand that your job is predicated on just getting increasingly more demented every single week, and that the audience comes back to see if perhaps
make your point.
My point is that you're saying the word illegals, but you don't even really know what's happening. Or actually, I think you do, and you're doing this on purpose. But
yes,
the truth
because
is,
I want the law enforced.
They are not just targeting illegal immigrants. They are targeting.
That's the best part. They're not just targeting illegal immigrants. Yeah,
so here's the other thing.
Literally their entire purpose.
They think people who work in California. Okay, so we know illegals go into California, right? And they get jobs. So a lot of these guys too, also in their minds, because you have a job in the United States, even illegally, that means you are a citizen in their eyes.
But you're not. Well, that's what I'm saying. None of that fucking matter. I know.
You'll see them. They'll make the argument. Oh, well, they're paying taxes and taxation and stuff.
You see, I was kind of thinking about this the other day. The number one demographic of people that should be mad at most at the Biden administration for letting this fucking happen and doing the flood the border, unrelenting wave of illegal immigrant nonstop, which is exactly what Biden is quoted to saying, are the real just fucking came in here, not correctly, but are just trying to fucking get by, not bothering anybody, doing their thing, fucking getting a job, trying to fucking assimilate, trying to just blend in with the crowd and go unnoticed. Those are the people that I feel the most sorry for, because at this point you got to go. They all got to go because it got too fucking out of hand. You see what I'm saying? Anybody?
Sorry, I was muted because my cat was making noises. So.
Hey, what up, Blue Eyed Scorpio? Them snooty little dogs that these femboys do know knowingly. That dude can't 1-2 combo his fucking same piece.
Yeah.
Diggs.
That's why I think that's what's so frustrating for Scott Jennings in this situation is he's not allowed to smack this kid. Like, he just said something smackable, and then right after it followed up with something else that was equally smackable, saying, I know your job is to get more demented each week. See, what's crazy, this kid is talking like a woman while being a man. See, the reason women talk like that is because they can't be hit.
We can't hit them.
He can be hit, which, by the way, ties into something I said earlier in the show. That's why they're so badly behaved. Possibly. Not correlation does equal causation, but you'll notice a trend. Anyway, what I'm saying is this kid, like Scott Jennings, knows that if he were in any kind of other situation, if he were in a normal, honorable society that had respect for masculine norms, he could slug this kid for talking like that. But he's talking
on
in this
live
shitty-
television with no repercussion.
Yeah.
Just give him the all fucking stone cold what for.
Yeah, dude. And it's what and he has. And here's the thing: he absolutely has it coming, and that would be a corrective behavior. Like he would stop being such a little bitch boy if he got knocked out for doing it. Just one time would be an awesome corrective, right? But no, this guy keeps dodging justice.
Hold on, that made me think of something. So this is what needed to happen because he's a man of another decade where that was perfectly okay. So I'm going to bring up this clip real quick.
Hey, I just found out GoFundMe is violating their shocking. GoFundMe is violating their own policy.
No shit.
So who they're funding?
So
and it's still it's still active and hasn't been taken down.
Oh, wait, for one of the this guy.
Yep, he's been arrested and charged. Where's your policy? Following your policy. You're quick to take down any Republican that's in this case.
Yeah, I didn't know this guy had a GoFundMe, but like they're most likely usually GoFundMe doesn't do anything till the last minute when it comes to stuff like this. So if there's enough uproar, they'll take it down, but they'll sit silently on it until like there's like mass hysteria over it or whatever.
So we used to be a civilized society, and this is how you handle disrespect. Shout out to the late great Burt Reynolds, one of the greatest actors and men of all time.
Well, I don't know anything about this. Well, then what
He just slapped a twink right in his mouth because he was asking him stupid questions, didn't know that there was this movie, The Longest Yard, was a remake of an original movie that starred him as well. And he just popped him right in the case. Just gave him a little pop.
Well, you seen the okay,
Scott Jennings.
What was it? John Stossel was asking the wrestler. I was like John Stossel.
Oh, the John Stossel. And I like John Stossel, but man, hey, you had it coming. You had it coming, John Stossel.
Ooh, man.
Like you talk shit to a certain point and you're going to get hit. I think removing that norm has done a lot of harm, actually, especially to, I mean, the snotty young men among the left epidemic. You know, your Dean Withers, your Harry Sisson, your that Parkland guy, David Hogg.
And like, what have they all replaced with what used to be toxic masculinity, like Burt Reynolds, just popping a twink?
Well, here's the
They've
other
replaced it with feminine passive aggressiveness.
Ugh. Well, the other thing too, we're taught to treat men and women the same. This is probably more for Theo's podcast on Saturday, but there's certain things that used to be talked about where you would treat your son very differently than you would treat your daughter, right? And I'll probably get flack for this, but yeah, you probably
okay, here we go.
Yeah, you probably would be cheering your son getting with his teacher or whatever back in the day, and then but your daughter, you're like, oh hell no. And so it's that South Park episode, remember, where Ike was with his teacher and everyone's like, oh, well, they find out the student is a male, they're like, oh, nice. Nice. Right. And so, but honestly, that
hold
used
it down
to be
for a
the
minute,
norm.
guys.
Oh, well, that used to be the norm for the longest time until recently, where we kind of have to be pansies about every fucking thing and be like, oh, well, I got to treat my son just like I would treat my daughter, which is, I think, is 100% bullshit. And I'm not, and just so people are clipping me out there, I'm not advertising for that to be okay. Okay. I'm just saying there's a worldly difference right now.
Right. It definitely depends on, what the teacher looks like and, stuff like that. That matters. Well,
I'm not going to lie. Back in the day, like there were some teachers, if I gave them the opportunity, I would have taken it.
Absolutely. That's the thing. That's the thing. You were a tall kid, so you maybe had a crack.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, but like we're in this. Well, unfortunately, because the school system is so feminized, and we've discouraged conflict, and we've decided that physical fitness is right wing, and practicing combat sports is right wing, and basically cultivating virtue and being honest and studying stoicism is right wing. And basically anything that like makes a man like palatable to be around is right wing extremism.
Well,
so
even too, all the classes in high school that disappeared first were all the ones where you build something with your hands.
Yeah,
automotive. I mean, home ec has gone around too, but for guys, building stuff with your hands, whether it's working on cars or stuff you could do, all those classes were the first to hit the can.
Yeah, dude. And so you're in this terrible situation now where all the young men, it's like if you're a young guy and you look up and you're like, ugh, and you're surrounded by like effeminate, passive aggressive bullshit, right? And then goose stepping looks like really sick by comparison. At least there's like masculinity that. Well, you talk about the popularity of like guys like Andrew Tate or Clavicular is kind of an outlier in this, but Andrew Tate or like Myron Gaines or whatever. The reason those guys are appealing is because at least they're like macho and like they're presenting as being tough and they don't take no shit from anybody, And so like if your other choice is like being an effeminate little twink who throws passive aggressive comments around, like that's a pretty good.
You know who pisses me off? That one dude that was crying during one of that Star Wars trailer. The one dude with like a wart or some shit on his face, and then like the dude's literally in fucking tears, and I'm like, and then like I'm just mad because how sissy the guy is and shit. That just pisses you off.
Yeah,
I'm serious. Like I always watch the It's a Gundam video where he's like, "What happened to gay guys when they used to be like macho?"
Yeah, that's the thing. No, dude. Me and the wife were talking about like we messed the traditional just gay dudes. They were fucking cool. Give you tell you what to fucking wear on a fucking day.
Like
eyes
you
on
see the Simpsons episode where Homer takes Bart. Homer takes Bart to like some all this construction site, and it turns out they were all gay guys.
Or the G.I. Joe parody and the Venture Brothers, that was great too. Anyway, I love this. This is from the White House. They actually did they put the cry filter from Snapchat. All right, I think we've covered. Okay, Don Lemon, is he going to get charged? I don't think so.
I honestly,
I think that they're gonna be like, oh no, liberal judge blocked it. Liberal judge is bad. Blame the liberal judges. Moving on, business as usual.
Well, okay, so they do have a case for it to be a federal. If I might be wrong.
They've got everything they need. The guy fucking documented it. We just watched him intimidating a pastor inside a church uninvited.
Well,
he was asked to leave, did not, continued with what he was doing.
Well, here's the other thing. It's a missed opportunity if you don't go after Don Lemon, because a gay black guy get hit with the KKK Act.
Yeah.
On Martin Luther King Day. Oh my God. Just
I don't know, you saying Nate the lawyer's video on it and like showing how he meets all the criteria for him to get that charge.
He does, but I just don't see it happening. I mean, how long have we had everything we need on Ilhan Omar? She could be expelled from Congress. She could be denaturalized. She could be prosecuted for fraud. She could be deported. Or she could just be prosecuted for the crimes we already have all of the evidence of. And all they do is just talk about it. It's all about fucking media tours, Fox News, nothing else.
I do want to be fair.
Pam Bondi, Harmeet Dillon, fucking Cash, they all just don't do shit.
Okay, I do want to play devil's advocate. So when it comes to Ian Omar, she's a congresswoman, whether we like it or not. So I think I get that, and I 100% agree with you. I'm thinking for them, the optics is like, oh, well, it looks like, they're like, oh, they care about what the other side's going to say. I think that.
But that's the thing. Yeah, they care about the optics.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's a problem.
The Democrats give no fucks about optics.
Right, and I agree with you. So I think that's why they haven't went hard on Ian Omar. But Don Lemon, he's not a congressman. He's not in Congress. He's
a black gay man who was a former member of Legacy Media.
I
and
think
he's deeply connected with Democrat politics. Does that mean he's untouchable? That's the message we're getting.
Right. But
it's the same shit. No one is above the law as long as there's a big fucking sweaty D in front of their name.
Yeah, but
this
would be the perfect
fucking sweaty D. Shout out Professor Savage Dad, friend of the channel.
But I think this would be the perfect opportunity to actually nail Don Lemon.
Yeah, we should nail Don Lemon with a big sweaty D. Am I right, Iron?
Yeah.
Don Lemon might like that.
Theo.
No, for real, fuck that guy, obviously. But you're right. Doesn't it feel it kind of feels like the government's ineffective and we hired Trump for this job because we thought he was going to go after all of these people who are destroying the country on purpose with their narcissism, right? We thought he was going to come get these people, and those people are still not being got. And I think a lot of people are like, hey, what gives?
Yeah. I mean, because this is what we're up against, the interwoven Republican uniparty fucking establishment, part of the deep state. 57 House Republicans joined almost all the Democrats to ensure government can shut down your car whenever it wants. What else do we got? There's another one, 76. Where are they? I'm looking for this tab. I had it pulled up. Well, I'll have to search for it. But yeah, 76 Senate Democrat or Republicans voted with the Democrats on everything from child sex hormones being totally fine to late-term abortion to crazy fucking spending on just exclusively partisan Democrat causes. Because they're going to continuously play for both fucking sides. We don't have anyone representing us. Here it is. Let me pull this up.
Yeah, I think part of this thing has to do with the AI stuff, which I do think it's because right now, if you're following the AI bubble nonsense or stuff going on, everyone's putting all their chips into the AI stuff. So, to monitor all these people in their cars, you would probably need AI to do it.
Yeah, well, that falls in line with the Congress and Senate being allowed to inside trade. So yeah, that's a problem too. So I see what you're saying there. 76 House GOP reps joined all Democrats to block Amendment 2 on HR 7148, which will now allow for the funding of Senate earmarks for abortions, gender mutilation surgeries for minors, DEI programs, partisan pork projects, and here's a list of, fucking 76.
Yeah, again, like I said, the at this point Republicans are useless. But the thing is we can't have the Democrats regain power. But again,
how do we stop it?
What's the point?
Where's the fucking SAVE Act? Where's anything? Even if that won't even matter at the midterms with the gerrymandering. Indiana is mad that Trump called Tim Walz a retard. That was meanie weenie. I know kids with Down syndromes in my family. Who fucking cares? That was an excuse that the Indiana governor made to completely veto and block the redistricting. It'll take literally every red state to go hard and redistrict, because right now, after Virginia, Democrats don't even have to they don't have to do anything. They've already won the midterms. The voting doesn't matter.
No.
They've already got the numbers.
Yeah. So again, incompetency.
Oh man, but hey, at least we have democracy, right? Isn't democracy great? Oh man, this is so frustrating. If only there were another system. If only there were another system.
So tell us a little bit about that other system you have.
I think it's time to at least have the conversation about whether or not we need like a monarch or a CEO figure, maybe good old fashioned. Yes, I'm going to say it, theocratic fascism. I don't think it's out of the question, right, guys? Don't you want to live in a nation that's proud to exist? I think so. Don't you? I think we should take back. Somebody in the chat mentioned Christendom earlier. I think it's high time we started using the term Christendom again. Like everywhere that speaks English and is Christian is Christendom now.
Mm-hmm.
And any threat to move on that by any other group that's not down with that gets crushed. What do you think? I don't think that's bad. I'd be happy.
I do have an image of a couple people throwing their heads into the ring for
we'll
Democrat
have to look
president.
at the clips later. We'll have to see how that gets clipped because that might not be a favorable.
Yeah,
clip
go ahead and
video.
bring it up, Emerald.
New hope for the DNC Democrat presidential candidates. Vote blue 2028.
Jeez.
Oh, bless his heart. Bless both their hearts. Look at him. Jesus fucking Christ.
Honestly,
it's hard to tell which one's the president, though, and what's the VP.
Man, I don't know. That new sequel to Wrong Turn looks terrifying.
Oh, no.
Eli Roth is off his fucking rocker with this one.
Oh,
man.
Oh. Horrible.
All right. Well, I think we blackpilled enough for a moment. Let's take a moment to address some positive news feed.
Ooh.
I think that the WEF is pretty much cooked. They've admitted defeat. This is the new hope for the WEF, World Economic Forum.
I think they prefer to be called the WEF.
The queef?
Of course they do.
The WEF.
But when I see this, when I look at this,
Today, Junior.
Which I have the actual speech. It's pretty much the same thing. Let's see. We had Macron showing up with his aviators.
And then immediately left after the speech. Immediately. It was all big and tough, and he was out.
Yes. Somebody got a little manhandled backstage, if you know what I'm saying. Let's see. The number one, Larry Fink, pretty much admitting defeat. He's like, well, turns out mass migration and implied speech and all, they're very unpopular. And we've kind of lost a lot of public trust. You fucking think? They're pretty much, I really think this might be the last one they have. I think they're pretty much cooked. They've become a meme. They've become a joke. They're not the cool kids anymore, if they ever were. There's a fucking Donald Trump going up there and telling their face that they're all pussies and fucking faggots was great.
That was awesome.
He was using old grandpa language and telling them, if it weren't for us, you'd all be speaking German and Japanese. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're looking down. Look at me in the face.
Yeah.
It was just some of the most fucking... It was like, oh my God. It was like a movie. You couldn't even believe that shit was happening. I'll see if I can pull up some of the highlight reels. But you guys go ahead and talk amongst yourself while I look that up.
Okay.
So, let's see. Good news.
Greenland.
Go ahead, Vagabond.
Oh, I was going to say Greenland.
Greenland,
yeah.
Yes.
Supposedly they got a deal, right? Or something?
Yeah, there's supposedly framework is in place for Greenland.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And it was such a big fucking play. It's a typical thing. They didn't realize it was happening. He asked for everything, and then it got exactly what he wanted because they were too stupid to realize what the fuck was happening.
Yep.
They have no idea what was that. It's almost like if only there was already a published book explaining exactly what he was going to do before he fucking did it, maybe they would have been just a little bit prepared. But apparently, there's not a book outlining exactly what the fuck he was going to do right before he did it.
Yeah,
actually, you want to know what?
If only that book fucking existed.
I remember reading something of, I think it's called Art of the Deal.
Right. Sounds like a gay romance novel.
Yeah. Almost like Milking Farm.
Donald Trump, Milking Farm. How I Got Greenland. Soon to be a major motion picture. All right.
But
here's the actual clip.
That you,
if Netflix makes that movie, it'll be Idris Elba.
Oh, fuck. Let's see. Oh, let me pull that down while I look for this. Let's see if I can find some of the Trump highlight reels from
Idris Elba stars as Donald Trump in The Art of the Deal. Netflix original.
Like he's supposed to be man in arms now or some shit.
Right.
Shoot. I don't know. I might see the He-Man movie. I'm not sure. Probably wait till
save that for Saturday. We're going into a deep dive on it Saturday. This is not the time to. This is a serious politics show.
Right.
Vagabond who's wearing a panda hat.
Right.
Do you not understand what I'm trying to build here?
Right. Well, have you seen my background? I was like,
God damn it.
Like you have the words hentai on the whole entire screen the whole time.
Okay, let's check this one out. This is a good one. Here we go.
To embrace the possibilities of tomorrow, we must reject the perennial prophets of doom and their predictions of the apocalypse. They are the heirs of yesterday's foolish fortune tellers, and I have them, and you have them, and we all have them. And they want to see us do badly.
2020. Why do we have something from 2020? God damn it.
Well, they're trying to hide the tongue lashing they got this weekend.
Yeah, here's him addressing Canada. Canada, who got so butthurt over tariffs, they signed away their entire country to fucking China because that's a good idea right before Trump gets Greenland.
We're building a golden dome that's going to, just by its very nature, going to be defending Canada. Canada gets a lot of freebies from us, by the way. They should be grateful also, but they're not. I watched your prime minister yesterday. He wasn't so grateful. They should be grateful to us. Canada lives because of the United States. Remember that, Mark, the next time you...
That's a great... Canada lives because of the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean...
It's kind of true.
It's kind of fucking true. We could probably take them over in a second.
Right.
I think and you want to know what? I honestly think it's still justified for the burning down of the White House and for the attack they did with the UK.
Yeah, and who says because a couple French people get there before us that it's theirs? Who decided that? Fuck all that noise.
No, honestly, like the fact that they're buddying up to China is so profoundly disturbing that that's.
Well, I'll tell you what it is.
Fathom at this point.
Trudeau sees the United States as a threat, right? So, like honestly, if we wanted to, we could do the same thing from Venezuela and Canada. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Now, and I think that's the thing. I think we need to get back into the position where a lot of countries that are weaker, stupider, and gayer than us realize that we are a fucking threat.
Yeah.
They should be scared. They should be scared constantly. They should be scared of us and be also even more terrified if we decide that we don't want anything to do with them. What if we just tell you to fuck off and fend for yourself. You're like a fucking infant.
Yeah.
You can't even reach the fucking top drawer. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think they're just used to us being nice. This is the lack of consequences once again. Countries in Europe and Canada, they're just used to being able to mistreat the United States with no consequences.
Yeah. You got to think about it. They get free. We defend them.
Yeah.
We pay more for our fucking prescription drugs so that they don't have to. And then they have the audacity to constantly say we should feel guilty for how good we have it and feel guilty for being American and America. But go ahead, Theo.
Yeah, it's insane that now that Trump is just saying, hey, what's in it for us exactly? And what was in it for us under the globalist regime, what the World Economic Forum wants is for the United States to be weaker so that all these third world shitholes can be stronger. And they want China to become the global superpower. They want a unipolar world that centers around the Chinese Communist Party's philosophy of how things ought to be. And I promise you, that is not what you want. That is not what we want. And that's not what Trump wants. And Trump is the first president in a long time that's actually resisting that. And now, I mean, we're going to see what happens. I think China's actually in some serious trouble themselves. They got their own problems. China and Russia both have serious problems. It's not just us that has serious problems. They do too. So I don't know. We'll have to see how things play out. But I think the World Economic Forum, they want to avoid a world war. And the way that they're doing that is by trying to destroy the United States on purpose, do absolutely everything they can to undermine the United States and make it so that we don't make any of our own stuff. We don't employ our own people. We don't, we don't take care of ourselves. And Trump is saying, hey, you know what? Actually, I'm going to have an American foreign policy that's in America's self-interest. And that's what, that's what's going to be. And that is the sentiment that dominates in the American voter right now. I think that's almost most people, at least on the right, want a more America first policy in this country for sure. It's just a question of like what that means and how far do you want to take it.
And I want to push back a little bit. You said something that the WEF is trying to avoid a World War III. I don't think so. I think they're trying to skip the war part and go right to the we won, nana nana boo boo, stick your head in doo doo. America sucks. You're now beholden to the global elite.
Yeah.
The executives that control the mass.
No, I think that's right.
Oh, I have a different opinion. Well, a slightly different opinion. So I think, well, I don't think war is going to be a world war. Is not going to be in the traditional sense of like, we're shooting guns, sending troops off to like everyone else. I think, honestly, we are in World War III now. And the way it is,
and Civil War too. We're in both.
Yeah, right. So, well, it's like a global civil war because basically what we see that's happening is almost every country in the world is doing something where they're importing immigrants, then to control their citizens and throwing these laws.
It's a war on the West. It's a war on the West.
Well, basically. Not even just the West either, too, because it's also. We need the it's a whole thing of trying to get 1984 to be real, right? Hey, we need to have a lockdown on what you say on the internet. It's not just the UK. There's some places in the United States trying to set up stuff like that over. Oh, well, you kids could go see porn on the internet when that should be the parents' job. Then we're all over the world. They're trying to have vehicles that could stop.
But it's not. But some countries are starting to push back on that. Germany, their chancellor just announced that they are closing their borders and they are going to start mass deportation.
This is what we want.
Yeah.
This is the combined personality that we need right now.
Or like a Javier Milei for the United States. That would be ideal for me. But yeah, I think that's what it boils down is the globalists are trying to wheedle their way into control to where even people in the government in the UK can arrest United States citizens for things that we say or push online that goes against them.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a proposed trade with Canada. I want to see what you guys' opinion is on this one.
Yeah.
Would you take this deal? Would you take this deal?
Absolutely. 100% in a heartbeat.
Alberta is one of their most prosperous.
Did you see the turnout?
Yeah.
And you saw the turnout in Alberta wanting to become either their own country or have the ability to negotiate with the United States to become
and
a
the
state.
thing is and it's built into their allowed constitution by the crown that any province can leave the Canadian Confederation if the citizens of the province vote to leave.
Yeah.
Well, what we could do, one aspect, why would we even trade? We could just keep our territory.
We could
allow them to break free, and if Canada will do anything about it, hey, we're stepping in the way.
Well, I'm fine.
That's the thing.
I was going to say, I'm fine with that if we're not going to give up Minnesota, that we actually move the troops in and squash the rebellion, this terroristic failed state of Minnesota. And then
and that's what I was going to say. Here's the thing. If we've already lifted, I think it starts February 1st, where all protected status of Somali immigrants that's null and void. That's done. That's over. They can all fucking go. We've already had several people within ICE state that, you're committing fraud, denaturalized, gone. If we just they specifically imported the Somalis into that state for a reason, because it was at the time a purple state. Yeah. That was testing ground for the replacement theory. Which again, the replacement theory is not racially based. It's voting demographic based, who they can get and maintain the most control over, because they're destroying minority communities of Black and Hispanic people just as much as they're destroying everybody else's.
Well, because it's all about control. So you got your global elites. Take the UK for instance. Whoever their prime minister is, I don't know who's the name, but whatever their left wing is up there stays in power the whole entire time, and they can't be challenged because they replace the immigrants that get the free stuff is to keep voting for them.
Yep.
Same thing in Australia. They're dealing with their shit right now. Every place is dealing with that, where they're sending Indians or whatever, Japan, all that to keep these people in power.
It's just a simple playbook. They take a certain demographic, promise everything, give nothing, and then eventually replace it with a new victim demographic that outnumbers them, to promise everything, give just enough until they don't have to anymore, and then replace, and then just keep going with that same model. And then eventually they can kind of promise the entire populace everything, give them nothing, until they don't have to promise shit. And that's where we're headed, is to where they don't have to even promise anything.
Right. And that's where, vote blue no matter who.
Yeah. Let's go back to this Trump clip. We're going to wrap up soon. We're already over 2 hour. Been a little bit of a chaotic show, but we tried our best, folks.
Next time you make your statements, we're building a golden dome.
Oh, we already watched all that one. We'll go to another one before we wrap up. Pull this down for a second. But trying to be optimistic with the WEF, especially, and the fact that they're just getting fucking owned right to their face constantly. You're not seeing nearly as many positive posts in their regard, which I never think that we did to begin with. All of that was artificial, because at the time, legacy media and social media was deeply, deeply controlled and censored. Now we don't have that. So now we're getting the actual public opinion is actually a lot more honest than it was just a few short years ago. So I kind of think this might be the end of the whole Davos bullshit.
Yeah, it's harder for them to put out a centralized, controlled narrative than it used to be, and try to convince us that everybody. Now that everybody's talking, it's hard to convince me that everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, it was a few years, maybe like 8-9 years ago, when you had to fucking really you had to grab people's head and show them the screen. No, look, this is the thing. You'll own nothing and be happy. And it was that random racially ambiguous brown guy turning to the camera and smiling like a fucking douchebag. Now that's a meme. That guy's face is on one of the number one political X accounts online.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody knows it, and it's real. You'll own nothing and be happy. We know the jig is up. I mean, more and more, you ask more people about climate change. They know it's bullshit. They know all this is everything's bullshit.
Yeah, it seems like a global cooling to me this weekend.
But you bring that up. I don't think. Okay, so I one commentator brought up a really good point that maybe now this is kind of going out there. Maybe all of this push for alternative energy was because the higher ups kind of knew something was coming, that we would need to have some alternative sources of energy to get our primaries back online, because the announcement has been fully acknowledged and made. The polls have migrated. Now, because the polls have moved where they are, that's the reason why we've been getting temperature. While temperatures seem to be changing a little bit, the Midwest constantly, because of the poles shifting. So it's changing where the wind is going, where the cold is traveling, and it's going further south. It's because the poles are shifting, not because of climate change and due to man interference, but because things are kind of shifting on the planet. We're supposedly, based on science, that we're overdue for the polar shift.
We got one of the big catchphrases there for a while was net zero. Do you know what would happen if we achieved net zero?
Planet would die.
We'd all die.
Yeah.
That'd be
Gotta say the quiet part out loud, aren't they?
Global death.
They're an anti-human death cult. That's
Okay, I think we'll end on this. This is one of the best lines of the show. So we were just talking about climate change anyway.
Windmills all over Europe. There are windmills all over the place, and they are losers. One thing is
this was my favorite part.
A country has, the more money that country loses, and the worse that country is doing. China makes almost all of the windmills, and yet I haven't been able to find any wind farms in China. Did you ever think of that? It's a good way of looking at it. They're smart.
It's just
China's
so common
very smart.
sense.
They make them, they sell them for a fortune. They sell them to the stupid
And they
people
don't
that buy
fucking
them.
use them.
But they don't use them themselves. They put up a couple of big wind farms, but they don't use them. They just put them up to show people what they could look like. They don't spin. They don't do anything. They use a thing called coal mostly. But China goes with the coal. They go with oil and gas. They're starting to look at nuclear windmills all over Europe.
All right, Vagabond, what was your favorite clip? You said you had one.
No, that was it. Because he called them. I think later in that same speech, he calls them all. Only the idiots were buying all the windmills or whatever. And so that was my favorite part in there. Because
I think my favorite part, if I can find it, was when Trump tells Europe to their fucking face, "You'd all be speaking German and Japanese if it weren't
that one was good. Yeah, that was a good one too.
Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, like because the windmill thing, like we all seen what happened when it froze over in Texas, and then because Trump even brought up because all the people who like the windmill stuff are all the eco-friendly hippies or whatever, and I'm sure these hippies will cry about the birds. So Trump even brought up how these windmills kill all the birds that fly in the migratory paths or whatever.
Oh, that's been driving me crazy for a long time. Like the hypocrisy of the animal loving fucking left. And when Trump said it's killing the birds, oh, the birds, oh, you care about the birds over Mother Earth? Like fucking yeah. What are you talking about? Or what he said would say that they're literally they're causing the whales to beach themselves because it's making them go crazy. Oh, that's just Trump being fucking silly Billy again, talking out his ass. Like, no, it's you care about fucking animals and killing the birds, fucking beaching the whales. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the fucking cats, and nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
All right, let me find this favorite clip here. You'll all be speaking German and Japanese. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, I'm trying to learn Japanese, to be fair.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
MSK
but I think there's
chat.
alternate arterial motives on that one, Vagabond.
Yeah.
Friend of the channel, MSK. I should marry a liberal.
Yeah.
Should I marry a liberal woman. I heard they are the best at sex. That is true. That is true to a point. They're the best at sex with strangers. And they're also the division leaders in abortion. So do with that what you will. And also they have 100% of the transgender kids. So do with that whatever you want.
All right, here we go. Gangster move right here. Let's listen to it.
After the war, which we won it big. Without us, right now, you'd all be speaking German.
That's all well and good, but he's in Switzerland.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's a commentator. God damn it. Well, we heard
okay, I'm already going to slam that commentator. He wasn't talking about just Switzerland and talking that. He's talking about all of fucking Europe.
Yes.
Some of these commentators, I just it's like, well, he's in Sweden and the primary language in Sweden is German already. So I don't know why he's saying that. He's talking about the other world leaders, France, England, Spain.
That's what they always do. They jump on semantics. They miss the key point intentionally. And they purposely play ignorant to avoid having to make actual points.
But every NATO ally has an obligation to be able to defend their own territory. And the fact is, no nation or group of nations is in any position to be able to secure Greenland other than the United States. We're a great power, much greater than people even understand. I think they found.
Now, did you see the clip of, I'm not sure which European it was, but the guy who, in the course of the same interview, says, we are more prepared in Europe to defend ourselves without any U.S. support. And then she's like, so you could defend Europe without any U.S. support or assistance. Well, no, I didn't say that. Yeah, fuck. And she actually said, no, you actually just did. We can play it back. That's exactly what you just said 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I mean, it's the Dave Chappelle clip. Like, sanction me with your army. Whoa, wait a minute. You don't have an army. So I guess you better just shut the fuck up.
What was it? When they sent troops to Greenland, there was like one country sent one, another
62.
Sent like, yeah.
From 3 countries. Oh my god, those poor guys! Like, oh fuck, they have to go and fucking sit on a miserable ice block.
Well, so I
they tell them you might have to defend yourself against the Americans who abducted Nicolas Maduro, whose fucking army tells nightmarish tales about their eyes and assholes bleeding out of places that they shouldn't have.
So basically, what I was seeing, one person was saying, so their reasoning to do that with that, there's like, hey, if we have people there, then maybe the United States won't do anything and just sit out on this one. So that was
they just hope because we'll look like meanie weenies. Yeah. Like, you don't want to look mean to you. You don't want to look like you're a bully. Trump's being a bully. That's one of the biggest talking points before he reached the deal with Greenland on CNN, NBC. They had their people on. They were always just saying, well, Trump is acting like a boorish bully. He's bully. Like, fucking, yeah, that's what we want. Do I need to bring up the fucking picture again?
Well, the problem is the other two world powers, like Xi Jinping is a bully and Vladimir Putin is a bully, and those are the only two other countries that matter. So we need to have our own guy who can contend with those guys. Because if we're just being nice and they're being bullies, then we're going to lose every time. We need our own guy who's willing to go to bat for us.
Not only that, we're supposed to take countries seriously that actively want to go to war with Russia, with Vladimir Putin, while at the same time choosing to buy oil and resources from Vladimir Putin and Russia.
Yeah,
continuously.
And they can't fight their own wars, remember. They would need us to do it. So it's like when your girlfriend tries to get you to fight the bartender. It's like, no, stop doing this.
And remember, they're choosing to buy their oil and resources from Russia, Vladimir Putin, who they want to actively go to war with. They're choosing to buy their resources from them because they don't like Donald Trump, which is why they are doing their best to avoid buying oil and resources from the United States.
The fact that they did
that's who we're up against.
And they think that Vladimir Putin is a safer bet than Donald Trump is just crazy. That's peak delusion. I don't understand how they could arrive at that conclusion. But they think, again, but there's a lot of people here who are convinced that it's like literally like Nazi time. It's the Fourth Reich right now in the United States. That's what's happening. It's like not. And by the way, this is just a non-suicidal foreign policy. This isn't even like a real America first foreign policy. This is just a nation state that isn't actively suicidal and self-flagellating and apologizing for itself and shooting itself at the foot at every single opportunity. This is just a nation that's like remotely self-interested. This isn't even real America first foreign policy because we're still talking about whether or not we get Greenland.
Oh,
right.
But
we're still having the conversation. Like we don't have it already. If there was a military base there now, then I'd be like, okay, there we go.
But talking about self-interest of our country and actually concerned about our welfare, we've glossed over this and we've completely forgot about what today is.
What is today, Emerald? I'm curious.
Today, let me pull you down, put you up. Today, actually, after he had signed the executive order, effective today on January 22nd, 2026, we're out of the World Health Organization.
Woo!
Oh, nice.
Holy shit.
Fuck yeah.
It was signed. It was in a year. It is now passed. We are now out of the WHO.
Who? No, sorry.
Well, I'll just say, yeah. Put on the sunglasses.
Like Trump doing stuff is just it's I know like a lot of people saying it's not. I guarantee there's a lot of stuff he's probably working on the back end that we don't know about, and that's probably why it seems like it's not working as fast as we want it to at the same time.
Oh shit! There is
Good. Weasel. Yeah, that is a great point. And I wasn't going to call him out right when he said it, but thank you, Weasel. Now you get to be the asshole. I don't have to be.
I mean, like the whole landmass needs to be a military base. That's what I'm saying.
So here's the thing. Yeah, we've had a military base. We actually had control over Greenland. Then we just turned it back over to the Danes after World War II for no fucking reason, because we make great decisions historically. But the main takeaway is the people that live there would be better off.
I don't care. Here's the thing. I don't care if anyone would be better except America. I don't give a fuck about anyone who doesn't live in America.
I understand that. I'm just pointing out the 3 points that are just completely being overlooked by pure retardation. Could be one factor, TDS could be the other, or malicious ulterior motives, which I think is more likely, because while I do think the majority of people are fucking retarded, they're also fucking evil, selfish, and self-interested.
Yeah.
So why else would, at the same time, while fucking Trump is locking this Greenland deal down, and everybody knows, it's all over the world, it's top news. Canada,
it's on our
the UK. Canada and the UK make fucking strange decisions involving China. Why would they do that?
I want to, if we're going to look at tectonic plates, and we're going to go nerdish here a little bit. If you look at the tectonic plates, Greenland is actually on the North American plate. It's ours.
Yeah. We have more claim to it than they do because it's closer to us than them. Boom. Should it be a state or territory?
Territory.
Yeah, I don't think we need to give them voting rights, but I think we need to fucking own the entire thing outright. I know that was Trump got what he actually wanted, but I think he could keep negotiating to get more and more and more until they just finally fuck off with any claim to it whatsoever, which would be the best case scenario. But now,
I do have my a clip from Trump, final one, if we want to call it the final one.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it does kind of leave, because he says one phrase at the end that kind of goes, what did he mean by this?
It's a war that should have never started, and it wouldn't have started if the 2020 U.S. presidential election weren't rigged. It was a rigged election. Everybody now knows that. They found out. People will soon be prosecuted for what they did.
Yeah.
It's probably breaking news, but it should be. Those are rigged elections. It's a war that should have never.
They didn't have it in there. At the end of that statement, there's a little clip, and he says, "We got him." Everyone's those that are saying, what does he mean by "we got him"? Everyone, some of the commentators are saying they're talking about Maduro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I gathered. I watched this whole thing live while I was working.
Wait, you
and
said
when
for
he
the
said,
regular
when he says "we got him," means that they have Maduro.
We got the evidence.
He's singing like a fucking pigeon. Because here's the thing: Maduro's he's a bad motherfucker. Whatever. He's a piece of shit. But again, I've been watching fucking Invincible, and I side with Cecil. Sometimes you got to make deals with bad guys to get the real bad guys in the end.
Mm-hmm.
If they just want to fucking tuck him away somewhere with him and his wife, cushy little fucking assumed identity, go and live a taxpayer funded American dream where they're not fucking doing anything and not fucking with anybody and just living.
Put him on. We could put him on put him on a low populated island like the French did with Napoleon.
I mean, yeah, but if we want to get as much as we can out of him, we probably it's always give and take. And if we have to give this fucking piece of shit a cushy fucking life for him and his wife,
where it's more or less a joke because
we got Venezuela. You ain't getting that back, motherfucker.
Well, no, that's part of my that was kind of part of my joke, because the French did exile Napoleon to an island, and then he left the island and retook over.
Right. Well, here's the other thing. Maybe it's not even that, right? So they were able to take this guy in the middle of his sleep. Who knows what documents and other stuff he left around, not expecting to wake up in the morning with guns in his face. So imagine you confiscated that guy's phone and was able to get access to his computer or whatever he used, and you could see who he's tied to, who he's made. We probably even out asking him anything.
Well, here's the thing. And now Trump does tend to kind of talk out his ass, meaning we both love and hate this about Trump. He says what he's thinking and feeling at the moment without filter. Like a drunk uncle at Thanksgiving. He just does it. It's great. But sometimes he's being serious. So I really want to hope that statement was fucking serious. We got him. There will be arrests coming soon. we do know that the 2020 election was completely rigged, because this would destroy that. The J6 bullshit would be done and over with forever. They would never be able to fucking argue that violent insurrection of, trying to dismantle democracy. That argument is gone if they actually follow through with this. But will they follow through?
Well, if they did, imagine if it being a public trial where we all get to see all the same evidence together of why the election was rigged. So people, maybe we're not going to convince the left, but there might be people on the middle that, like, if you gave them the reasonable evidence that, hey, this is why this happened, they're like, oh, okay, then maybe that's why.
I think we'd be able to convince at least, maybe, if I'm being generous, 25 to 30% of the left that aren't fucking insane, that are just normal people that just go left because that's what's trendy.
Right.
And that's what keeps them in fashion and gets them laid, and everything else just keeps them coasting with their life, is just, yeah, fuck Trump, whatever. They don't really think about it. But if they these people that are capable of actual thought see that, like, oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Fuck.
And I'll say this. I think, I even think we have a better chance of convincing people on the far left more than we do Candace Owens.
Candace Owens can't be convinced of anything. I almost, if we did if we could have done this show on Tuesday, we could have been having a whole fun Candace Owens show tonight, because I got so much Candace Owens shit fucking saved up. All right,
So do I, by
we're gonna wrap it up.
I think it's different stuff, though. I think stuff I say is different.
You got a Candace Owens body pillow.
Bro, hold on.
Oh my God.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen.
We need to get Theo a Candace Owens body pillow. All right.
Guys, chat, donate. We need to make this happen.
I will look for the Candace Owens. I will look for the Candace Owens art piece.
Yeah, Candace
Owens
body
Theo.
pillow, and I will have it in the background of every single show if you provide me with Candace Owens body pillow. Cardi B will go in the drawer.
We put Cardi B into retirement. We bring the Candace Owens body pillow up. I'm pretty sure there's a site where you can just take an image. I think you can do it on Amazon.
Yeah,
and put an image on a body pillow.
Vagabond, where do I get a custom body pillow? I'm sure you know.
There's a site. I know there's sites out there, but the they call it a certain thing in Japanese, but you already got the pillow. You just need to.
Yeah, I already have the pillow. I just need the case. The pillow is. I spent too much money on that.
And then you need to make a meme of him. I don't want to play with you anymore with the Cardi B pillow.
I can do that in 5 seconds.
Well, and here's the thing. Like, when I got that,
Blue-eyed Scorpio, $2. We're already in the game for the Krusty Theo Pillow Fund.
Well, and here's the thing. So I'll say this: when I got the Cardi B pillow, she's had like 4 or 5 kids and a bunch of plastic surgery. So she doesn't even really look like that anymore. She's like a whole different, like, she hasn't put out a record in a minute. So
yeah, I mean, come on. She was just a fucking Thimu fucking Nicki Minaj anymore.
But to be honest, she just reminded me a lot of my ex when she first came out. And so I was like, oh. And it was during
that's
COVID
healthy.
Too. It was nobody.
Man.
I don't judge you for the people you date. That's weird.
What, my wife?
Yeah, I don't judge you for that. Unless you just.
I would hope not. Jesus fuck.
Listen. You love your beautiful, classy wife. I prefer women who can fight. Who's to say who's right?
Right. And you get body pillows resembling.
That's right. And so, but the problem is she's had multiple kids by multiple different men, a bunch of plastic surgery, no good. I'm starting to get a little soft on Cardi B.
Well, here's the body pillow for Theo.
これを拒める女の子はいません。寝かしつけ用ぬいぐるみ、電動リモコン付き、叩く頻度を調整できます。Bluetooth に接続して音楽を再生できます。手のひら部分には温熱機能があります。本当にとても実用的です。彼女にはぜひ一つ用意してあげてください。
Okay, this is actually, I'm going to be serious here. There seems to be like a really serious loneliness epidemic in Asian countries.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Okay,
And it's
I don't
like,
think
it's like the wellest, like the comfortable ones too, like Japan, fucking China to a point, Korea.
But do you not get the irony of this too? It's an eggplant.
Yeah.
Yes. Eggplant is used as dick emoji. I'm not that old, Emerald.
So
I know stuff and things.
I could tell this is Japanese. Well, I don't know, because even here in the United States, I think what it is it's just the cost of living is up everywhere. It's not just because even here in the United States, people are having less kids and stuff because of the economics.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, when we get under $1 a gallon gas, things start changing.
Maybe there is some fucking gooner here in the United States that's actually been orchestrating all of this all along with the mass migration, because it's hitting Europe, it's hitting South Korea, it's hitting Japan. Hear me out.
Hey.
Body pillow, $20 for the body pillow.
See, these are the theocracy viewers coming through.
We are going to make this happen. Okay. And I do promise, because I just got my payout from Super Chats on the 21st. So from everything from pretty much here on, once we hit body pillow threshold, I'll get on Amazon. We'll get the at least the case. We want to get something high quality of a,
right. We're
talking thread count here. We need something.
I want it to look like, be mostly proportionate so that Candace Owens is on there. I want it to be recognizably Candace Owens.
Right.
I don't want it to be...
We need to start finding full body images of Candace Owens to send to the printer of the pillowcase so we know.
I'll get started on saving those today and not
because you have no access to them at the moment.
Yeah, I don't, not now, but real soon I'm gonna have a whole lot of them, like a weird amount. Like you're gonna be suspicious. How'd you get so many so quickly? Don't worry about it.
So fast. Not gonna ask questions. Why would I? Okay, now where was I going with this? Okay, so
actually.
We've got Europe, Ireland, Ireland's in Europe. I understand that. But all of these places being overrun. But only the United States has the ability to tell them all to just fuck off. They fuck off. And then we take the influx of actual, refugees from their home countries, Japan, South Korea, Scotland, Ireland, basically Scandinavia, everywhere where there are hot chicks from. We bring them all to the United States.
Well, okay, so
maybe
I don't know
that's
if you know this. So I think what's happening. So Korea and Japan both have their left academic as well. So Japan's recent president, who's a woman as well, or prime minister, or whatever you call it. She's based. Because they were importing a bunch of Indians and Pakistanis to Japan. So that was
the new Japan prime minister, or whatever you call her. She's awesome. Love her.
Yeah. She plays the drums. She likes Harleys, and she's a rocker chick and sings.
She loved Donald Trump.
Yeah.
China is asshole.
And her vice president chick, who's like her facial expressions when she hears the Communist Party like making any statement, and then she's like making faces of how retarded these guys are. That's the other one too. So
even her name is kind of sexy. She is what is it? Where is she? What's her fucking name? Prime Minister. Shinzo Abe. No, the Shinzo Abe's dead.
Shinzo Abe. Yeah. No.
Shanae Takanichi. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, they're all based, and then because Japan was also importing a bunch of Indians and stuff there. And sorry, any Indians that watch the chat, but a lot of people from your country ain't that good. I can admit a lot of people. I don't want a lot of people from Africa, so you can't get mad at me. So
I don't have an Asian bell, which would have been better, but I can do this. So
Mexican, Indian, Asian, same thing.
But
Takanichi.
but even in Korea, they have that guy that locked down their thing, so they have their riots and stuff. So it's been there's a whole global thing that's been happening, and that's kind of how I've been seeing things go by.
Yeah, I think globalism is on its last legs. Nobody likes it. Nobody ever liked it to begin with. It was all just a big fucking yes, this is the majority of people in the world agree with this. The fuck they do. Nobody does. And I'm trying to be optimistic that things are going to be fucking taking a turn. And Emily's showing up right as we're ending the stream. Hi, Emily. You should have been here earlier, but you are the master of trivia, so I'm happy to have you here. All right.
I did find a body pillow company that does the way it's more pricey, but it cuts out the body pillow to the shape and contour of the person and life size.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so that's not a body pillow. That is just that's a cheap doll.
Iron, let him finish.
It is a pillow. But yeah, I was like, so he could probably get
You're really going to need that thread count now, aren't you?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The real challenge is going to be once I have this Candace Owens body pillow, will I ever meet a woman again?
You won't need to. You have Candace body pillow.
That's the good point. I think women are going to come back here. Here's the thing. Cardi B body pillow.
Next year at Halloween. Hey, you want to come out to Halloween? There'll be chicks out. Nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Candace and I are staying home tonight.
Here's the thing. The Cardi B body pillow has always
I'm
been.
to the house and he's having lunch with it. Like, how's it going, buddy?
Oh no! I just see the headline now. I just see it. I just see the headline now. I see this now. Comedian and podcaster marries body pillow in a ceremony.
Here's the thing. That is a great idea. Here's why. We're all the same hobbies, you know. No, I think it's going to be good. The Cardi B body pillow has always been a tough sell, but I always leave it out in the open. So there's always because I want the women who sleep with me to feel bad. I want them to be embarrassed about it. I want them to be like, oh, a little bit, right? You know what I mean?
I don't think you have to work too hard on that, buddy.
That's what I'm saying. I think, and I always leave that there. So I don't know if the Candace Owens body pillow is gonna take it to the next level, or if that's really that much worse.
Yo, I got questions real quick. Vagabond had that fucking website like a gunslinger. Did anybody else notice that? How quickly? There's a company that makes it like
no. I just did a search. I just did a search for body pillow, and that's what came up.
It takes me 5 minutes to search about the best sub shot near me. You found that shit in like 8.5 seconds. What the fuck, Vagabond?
It was open in another tab.
Well, I did search body pillow and I saw that one. Boy, I was like, because I scrolled down, I was like, wait a minute, let me click, and I was like, oh, they cut it out to the contours to this one.
Yo, I'm just saying that was fast, suspiciously so.
Listen, if you cut it in the shape of Candace Owens contours, you will never see my ass again.
Fuck doing podcasts. Why would I
do that? No, I'm not leaving the house.
Theo, you want to go do stand up tonight? There's an open mic. Fuck no. Why?
No.
Candace and I are gonna Netflix and chill.
She's so good at pattern recognition. She's a fellow noticer.
She's big time.
Yo, what up with Eric Kurt? I'm staying home.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm not leaving my house again.
So good.
Oh, and it has 2-day shipping.
Excellent, guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
guys.
All right, chat. All right, chat. Do we do a normal body pillow, or do we condemn Theo to a life of forced celibacy and possibly bliss with the with the fully body accurate and contoured model?
Guys, we gotta come on. I none of you got me anything for Christmas, by the way. So I want to work guilt on this, but I just want to be clear. You know, and for being honest, I do deserve this.
Did you look at the pictures? Someone made a giant Kobe one in there.
Oh, really?
Yo, Vagabond, share your screen. Let's pull it up. We're so far over. We're gonna end soon, I promise. All right, Vagabond sharing his screen. If he can. There we go. Oh my God. Gordon Ramsay.
So I guess you can make different sizes. But yeah, see to the contour.
Dude.
And I got reviews. Let's see what this.
Ronald Skimburn, full body.
Ronald is a man of culture. Ronald understands me.
Okay, she did one of her dog.
Yes, she clearly didn't. She clearly messed the assignment with the body pillow.
Okay,
now hold on. If you've taken the dog pill, then you know. Look up. Hey, audience, Google the dog pill.
I do not want. I do not want to do that, and I do not advise any of my audience do that for any reason whatsoever.
I'm 100% sure you do not want me discussing it on the show, and I already said that thing about stoning women earlier. So I'm gonna play nice with the YouTube censors. However, everyone go home. Actually, open a new tab right now and Google dog pill, or Google the dog pilling, or Google the dog pill, which is like a corollary to the red pill and the black pill, which posits. Well, who cares what it posits?
Here you go, Vagabond.
When we talked about stoning this poor young woman right here, I'm just gonna make Theo feel bad about your jokes for a moment.
Well, what did she say right before? We don't ask that. No accountability.
Here you go, Vagabond.
Oh fuck. Yeah, hey, you know, this company is obviously taking precautions to know that their product is safe, because look how they conveniently left in the they did not cut in a certain certain angle.
Right. You're gonna have to make that yourself at home.
Yeah. You better have a sewing machine, gooners, because the legs ain't spreading themselves. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Dude, I don't know what it is. The dog pill. Fuck it. Now I got it now.
I don't see anything bad, so I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a short Fat Otaku did a video about it on YouTube, so that might be where you want to go.
Oh, I stopped watching that guy a while.
Yeah,
is it just the dog pill?
Yes, that.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like the whole bear thing.
Yeah, there's incredible reasons to think that it actually happened.
Awkward. Welcome to the show. Yes.
Hey, Miss Subvert, how are you? Have you taken the dog pill? Feel free to sound off in the chat, ladies. Shout out to Iron's female audience. My show has an audience of female audience of 3%. I'm sure we can tell why.
3%.
It dropped?
It's been dropping. Yeah, it's funny.
It has. Oh my god! I warned you about that shit.
No, listen. My viewership has been growing. I've been increasing in subscribers. I'm seeing a lot of new faces in the chat. The number of female viewers is plummeting. I will say that. That is one
wonder why.
Oh, you know what? I just got an
wonder
idea.
Why, Theo?
I'm gonna make pillows of my logo and sell it.
That's actually a great idea. That's smart. You know,
So you guys can have, I swear it's not hentai pillows.
Excellent.
All right. Let's see. Okay. The dog pill is where we were. The notion that a woman would rather engage in bestiality than have sex with an unattractive man.
Yes.
Now.
Largely true. And there's some internet lore on this.
Man,
where
we're
there's
touch grass already.
Credible,
Oh,
some
dear
credible
God.
cases where it's happened. So, and we
Right.
know about, we have reason to believe it's a lot more widespread than we
All
would
right.
like.
Here we go.
There
We're
we
in the
go.
right spot.
No. You got to do this so everyone knows.
There we go. We have entered. Ironcast has ended. Touch grass with Theo Snodgrass has
Dude.
commenced.
We should do, honestly, doing a touch grass after hours after Ironcast where we just like fuck around and talk shit would be fun.
There could be a Rumble exclusive.
That's
only.
actually a great idea. I like that.
Yeah. Let's do
Like, you could do a Rumble exclusive only, so then you wouldn't have to worry about getting hit.
Hey, Theo, don't feel bad. My female viewership is now down to 9.2%.
Oh,
how is
that's
that?
what I was.
Even
That's what I was
possible?
going to check on. That's what I was going to check on. Let's see where my
How
female.
is that
Yeah,
possible?
Let's see here. Going into the old YouTube
Mr. Bird,
studio.
go ahead and yeah, if you're here, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube
Analytics.
Theo Snodgrass, because
all comments against India that have been made tonight, I disavow, as I do have an Indian audience.
Oh,
That's cool. I don't. Holy fuck. Where am I? Oh, wow. Wow. My shit's dropped. My shit's dropped significantly.
What we're looking for?
Significantly.
It's in your audience all the way towards the bottom.
Yeah. Audience, demographics, age and gender. So I was sitting pretty at a, like, what was it, like 62? It was something wild. It was great. It was great. Now I'm at 42.5.
You're saying for
Jesus, you're still high.
that's insane. How is that even possible? What do women even want?
Apparently not you fuckers.
Yeah, apparently not.
Apparently
not. You are clearly, I don't know. I think you're viewed as the safe, palatable option, and I'm an edgy bad
Right.
boy, and they're afraid of how strong their feelings for me are.
So
And that
mine
pushes
says
them
it's
away.
100% male.
That keep talking about hentai.
That checks out. that checks out, Vagabond. I'm sorry. It just does. It just does.
Yeah. So I know there's some women that watch, but they're in other countries, so that probably, and then they probably have to use a VPN or something.
It was so funny, man. We're like all posting our analytics in the group chat. Like fucking Theo's like, how is that even possible?
I don't get it. It's now to be fair, my show is explicitly for men.
Right.
Like, that is a show for men. Like I didn't think about. I didn't know there was going to
And
be any female audience. I didn't know
Theo,
that was a
did
thing
you or
get.
did you not kind of drift into host scaring politics?
Yes, on
Okay.
purpose. Yeah, that was on
Oh,
purpose.
I guess I should be careful too. I got 0.8% is actually from India.
Ooh, careful.
Oh
Might
yeah,
catch
I can see. Now my age demographic is standing strong at the 35 to 44 years, 37.3%, with a 25 to 34 at 20.9. 18 to 24 is at 0. I had imagined, Theo, your 18 to 24 is probably higher.
Yeah, my
My 18
go ahead.
My 18 to 24 is at 5%, 25 to 34 is at 30%, 35 to 44 is at 30%, 45 to 54 is at 18, 55 to 64 is at 10%, and 65 plus is at 9%.
Okay, you want to hear mine? So I'm just gonna I only got 3 percentages. So 25 to 34 is 26.3%. 35 to 44 is 49.6, and then 45 to 54 is 24.1, and then I got 0% on the rest.
Yep. You checked out the entire hentai demographic in a landslide. I'm just saying. 0% female, all male, all middle-aged gooners. Sorry, buddy. That's who your target audience is. Now, yeah, what's cool is my demographic as far as countries, I'm looking at I'm primarily United States. I'm at 67.3, and the rest of them are like Canada 2.5, Australia 1.9, UK 0.9, excuse me, and then Romania 0.3, and then everything else is just 0, 0, 0.
US 73, UK 2.7, Canada 2.5, Australia 1.9, Germany 1.6,
Guys,
and then it's under 1%. Sweden, India, Norway.
Guys. For the last 28 days, my female audience has hit 0%. This is the first time in the history of the show it's actually zeroed out.
Hey,
oh man.
Wait, Theo, say that again. What's your female audience at? Are you 0%. Sure?
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Wait, what was that, Theo? What's your female audience at?
No, it's fine. Well, you know what? I do a little bit better. It's fine. Well, that's the thing. I made a show specifically for men. Okay. All right. That's fine. I made a show specifically for men. I can't be mad that women don't like it. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. It's not really surprising given the subject matter that we cover. It's like this week on Theocracy, the dog pill. Is your girlfriend taking it?
Holy shit.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. We're almost an hour over time. I still got work in the morning. We got places to be. We got a great weekend coming up. A lot of good shows. We've got the weekly Rogues Gallery on Saturday with we got some special guests. We've got X-Wing and Dinosaur Man, the artist from the book Daughter's Revenge. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about He-Man. We're going to be talking about pulp culture. That's looking great. But for that, though, there's more good stuff with Touch Grass with Theo Snodgrass. What do you got coming up this weekend? Something special, right?
Yes, I do. All right. So I'm going to be doing a one-on-one sit-down with a character that I met online. Her online handle is, she goes by The Rational Female, I think. She's an anti-feminist YouTuber from the UK. So
nice.
We have a lot of, some of her videos got some serious traction. She's definitely not afraid to take on some tough issues. And so I'm very interested in what she's got to say. We're going to be sitting down with her. It's going to be a lot of fun. And looking forward to that. Also, I'll be back tomorrow with Theocracy with Theo Snodgrass, the solo show. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Be sure to be at my channel, 11 a.m. Pacific time. I've also going to be doing a lot of live comedy coming up. So go ahead and follow my social media so you know when all that's happening.
Hell yeah.
Anything to boost the female viewership. Get the female one-on-ones.
Dude, that's crazy. That's insane. Jeez, what do women even want?
If you can answer that, you're a billionaire.
Yeah.
Fat married guys got more fun than female audience.
It's just nobody asked you to enjoy it this much. Okay. Nobody asked you to enjoy it this much.
Look at me. That's great. All right. 42.5%. Yo. All right. Vagabond, who has 0%.
Yeah,
100% degeneracy. And the greatest, not hentai, but maybe sort of hentai, but not show on Sundays. What do you got coming up?
Well, if it doesn't ice over and destroy everything and trees falling on power lines and stuff, I will be streaming all day Saturday. First starting with a Beelzebub with Devil Made Me Do It. Later that day I could be on Iron's show. Again, it depends on how the weather affects things. And then night I'll probably do a gaming stream. But on Sunday, my channel, The Runaway Vagabond, I'm on Rumble, Odyssey, X, Twitter, Twat, Twitch. and then Rumble, and then I'm planning to start doing other streams during the week. I'm like some gaming streams and maybe a solo.
Nice.
I swear it's not hentai show.
Oh, nice.
So tune in if you're a gooner or not.
Hell yeah. Or not, but probably are. But probably don't tell anyone you are.
Oh, and I won Secret Memer on the GCA last night with the meme.
Fucking nice.
I made
Shout
the
out to the
meme
GCA.
while I was also on the show. So memeing myself.
Hell yeah. And you know who else we got? We got the best independent producer of independent YouTube and Rumble content, Drunken Emerald Arrow.
That's me.
That's all you get. That's enough.
Coming up Saturday at 7 p.m. PST is insert title here. And then on Tuesdays is Nerds Covering the News at 6 p.m. PST. And then my solo show on Thursdays, which is All the Good Titles Were Taken. That one is already now up to episode 2. We'll be doing episode 3 next week.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I'm Iron Oxide. You're on my channel, so please like, share, subscribe, do all that. We're rapidly approaching 1,000 subs. That'll be a big milestone for the channel. More bragging rights than anything else. Make me feel like a professional YouTuber. I do appreciate it, even though I do have a full-time job that is also soul-sucking, draining, and makes me hate my life. But you know what? This gives me purpose, so please take part in that. Give me a reason to survive.
Iron Seed.
That's right. That thing I thought already went away, but now it's back. Thanks, Vagabond. Hashtag Iron Seed. Apparently, if we reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm forced to consummate my marriage with my wife, which, you know, in biblical terms means produce and be fruitful and multiply, which, you know, I guess I'll just have to tell her that's just how it is, you know?
Right.
She don't have a choice.
The viewers
chat
have
has
spoken.
deemed it so.
Based?
The chat has spoken.
Right. We'll live stream it like an old fucking medieval. Going with the white roll. Just make this shit happen. We're making babies because 1,000 times. That's anyway. You can check out Ironcast, which was this show, on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:35 p.m. PST, right here. And we'll be back on Saturday with our pop culture show, Rogues Gallery. We're going to have some special guests. Going to be great. Going to be talking about some comic books, be talking about some He-Man, be talking about a lot of fun stuff. And that's about it. We'll be back. We might do an Ironcast on Friday. Friday's a flip day, depending on the news cycle. Don Lemon gets arrested. We'll be back. If not, we might not be back, but we'll see. We'll see how Ray feels.
Coin toss. Heads, he's arrested. Tails, he's not. Oh, I just flipped it and it's tails.
Yeah, pretty much. Probably taking the night off, but we'll see. Depends on how shit goes. So it's been real and it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. We'll be back next time. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.
Jerome, can you tell that piece of shit asshole to fucking get the hell out of here before I fucking kick him in the face?
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before. Get some cups. Why did you do this to me? Get some cups. For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare you get your hands off there. Ta-ta and farewell.
I love you.
Fuck off.